There we go.
It's like a little. So we got the Vimto for my American people. I don't know. Do you guys have Vimto?
No, we don't. What's that?
Oh, it's just like a normal juice. But the thing is, we have this thing in the UK. It's called the sugar tax. So
Oh
all
yeah.
the drinks have like no sugar. It's horrible.
I mean, it's for the best. You guys don't want to be us.
No, it's true. It's true.
They're trying to kill
But
us
I
over here
reckon
with everything.
everything, like even the cookies, like
You
are
can't
like
eat
this
anything.
size. How do you stay healthy?
You have to just read the label for everything. If you're gonna buy something,
Oh,
you got to read the label for everything. And if you see it's over a certain amount, like you just got to put it back, even if you do like it. Like I've had to cut out so much food in the last year. It
yeah,
is. It's been the worst time, but I'm not too bad. I'm adjusting pretty well, I think.
yeah. So what area are you in? Los Angeles, Hollywood? I don't
Yeah,
even
I
know.
live in LA. I've been out here for like 10 years now, me and my family. Originally, I'm from like Ohio, though, so that's like the middle of the country.
Oh, okay. So did you move out for your career?
Yeah, partially, yeah. Partially it was family because when I graduated high school, that's when my parents moved out here. So my sister and
Yeah.
I, because I have an older sister, she was already in college. I was going off to college. My parents were ready to move, so they did. And then I came out here like back and forth when I was still in college, and then after college was just the right move to come out. So yeah, it
How
was
old are
definitely
you?
career, and then just worked out. You said how old?
Yeah. Yeah. How old are
I
you?
am 27. I'll be 28 next month.
We're the same age. That's cool. I don't know why I thought you was like 23 or something.
I know I look young. It's the baby face.
Yeah. Yeah, you look young. That's cool. Let me get my thing charged. Hi DMac84 and Jenny Lynn. I don't know how like
Hi to
guys
you both.
feel free to say hi and stuff like that. Literally I'm all over the place, but this is how I do my episodes. I like it though. I like it. I like to bring a different vibe to Substack, you know? And I
You
feel like I'm
do.
the type of person who is a good connector. And naturally, like I'm the type of person, if I go into a lift,
Is that we're pause?
are you sure?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Stream is paused.
Let me see if I can check on a different device. On my laptop, let's see if I can check. I
Oh,
think
it's back.
fine.
It's back. We're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, D-Mac. my emote. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm just a connector. So like even if I'm like in the lift, I speak to everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like
You're extroverted for real.
I'm actually not.
No? And you can just talk
No.
to people?
Yeah, but I'm not always like this. There's some places I go and I like to scope out the scenery, you know?
Yeah.
I always say I like to scope out the scenery. I want to put all my
That's always me.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, people think I'm confident. I've done videos about this recently, but it's like, no, I am confident, but I'm not super like the loudest one in the room. That's not me.
Right,
Because
yeah.
when I go places, people are already looking. So that makes me I'm so like receptive to energy in a space. So I like when I have friends that are more confident than me. Let me see how I want to look like a nerd right now.
Are these real glasses or are these just like the fake put on?
These are from TikTok Shop, £2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I just love it because like obviously I feel like with acting, you're not going to be booked and busy 24/7, but
yeah,
to bring the characters to everyday life is something that I like to do.
that's a good way to look at it. How long have you been acting?
Since 2023.
Okay.
So it's not. I'm not someone that went to drama school and did all of that. I actually wanted since I was a child. I wanted, and I love what you said earlier about men and safety. I grew up on the opposite side of that, surrounded by really awesome men and boys who made navigating relationships even harder. Men and safety. Remind me what I said because I talked so
I think
much.
that was from your living legend yesterday that you dropped. You were talking about how you don't It was something about you don't want to need a man, but like you do. It was something about just something they bring to you, like what they can bring to you. I just know that part.
Listen, I be yapping. I don't even remember. Like I don't, but if it resonated, cool.
Yeah, that's great. Look at you impacting the
I like,
lives.
yeah, I like to watch them back. For me, it's really healing. And like, I don't know, when I was watching it, I'm just like, I don't know. I seem like this sort. Sometimes I seem like the sort of person that would not harm a fly. I was like, so tomorrow I'm doing a live with Josiah College, and then there's the other side of me where you see me crashing out on Substack. It's just like that's the duality, you know. But
Yeah,
it inspires other people to feel that they can be that way too. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, it
like,
does.
every time I have a crash out on Substack, I gain more subscribers. So highly recommend like not holding
Just
back.
crash out.
No, I don't, not like crash out, but anything that's vulnerable to you, feel
Yeah,
free to let those emotions go. Even abundant Mo that's in here, like she be crashing out and stuff like that. Or like because when people show you the whole spectrum of their emotions, then people can connect to you more.
yeah.
You know, my one of my paid subscribers I gained was when I ended up having this whole crash out thing. I was like, oh my god, even me, I was thinking this is too much. Even sometimes if I can go back to the start and delete certain there's too much to scroll. I'm just gonna have to do the influence apology videos when I'm famous. Because it's just like I said so much. Like trust me, I tried to scroll. I've been here since December. You
Hood
hope
healer.
to have experience where you feel safety with men. Oh yeah, I did a note about that. Yeah, we are reflections. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
Like when I talk my experiences, I don't want to be like those women that are really scorned. Oh yeah, I was talking about that because
that's what it was.
my last relationship, like there was a family friend kind of, and she was so scorned of men that she didn't want me to be in my relationship. Like she would like everything he did, and I think with the culture of like women that are like getting tricked on and stuff like that, people
Hmm.
forget that when a woman is just dating a boyfriend isn't a trick. Do you see what I mean? So like
Yeah.
she was kind of like she was talking to literal like tricks, and it was like comparing how the tricks are with like my normal 9 to 5 man, and I was just like, it's my fault. It's my fault, right? But there were so many things that definitely aided in that relationship ending, which was all from
Yeah.
him. But you don't want to be the type of woman that's just going to be so miserable to be around that like your friends don't even want to share when they're happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Men,
it's the same for men too, because I have even known some people where it's like, okay, you have too much of a hate in your heart for women, like you cannot be around me. Like it's weird to a
yeah,
point. It's like have let all these experiences, whether they were good or bad, you just let them ruin you one way and just think that all of them are going to be a certain type of way, and that's just not fair to anybody. We're all just people. So it's just
yeah,
about treating people individual every time.
yeah. And it is hard. Like I'm sure I'm saying, yeah, now watch me still. I have a video in my drafts that I need to post bashing men. It was a joke, but it was something like I was just walking down the street and I'm like, why are there all these flies everywhere? Like because in the UK we have a heat wave coming, we've had a few, and there's more of these nasty flies. I'm like, see men, like why can't you get rid of them? But I was just like nothing to do with men, but like I sometimes it's like I don't know. I hope I don't come across like those women that I just scorn off men, because really I actually have PTSD from so many situations, and I've tried to heal through those things. Because being someone who's just holding all this hate to anyone, that will never be good for you walking through the world like that. You know,
Yeah,
it's
I
hard.
definitely think so. DMAC said only true friends will listen without judgment. That's true. They will, but I do think true friends, they will also hold you accountable. So when they hear you and you say something that's off and it's just not right, a real friend is, at least for me, that's going to always be somebody that corrects you when you're stepping out or when you're being wrong, whatever that is. Or if you just need a reality
Yeah.
check, like just get it together. Sometimes a friend
To
needs to
be
do that for you.
grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes like with do you know why do guys do that though in relationships? I feel like sometimes men don't want their boys to actually be happy.
I do think some men are jealous. because they don't know how to commit to somebody. I think a lot of men, just because of the way we have to kind of grow up in the world, we kind of get told that you have to go and experience as many women as possible. But I think part of that is just social. But if you have the right foundation going into things, like my parents, they always taught me like the right way to treat a woman. My sister, just also being only a year older than me, she was always around and telling me like, this is how you do things. Like, make sure that notice the small things, or like just be consistent, be a man of your word, like all those things. But not every man gets that lesson growing up. Some of them are just told, hit him, leave, and get on to the next one, whatever that situation is. I remember even when I was in high school, before I even lost my virginity, it was like a guy, he was asking me about the school I switched to, and he was like, have you hooked up with any girls yet? And I was like, no, like, I don't know he's like, what are you doing? Like, you wasting time, bro. Like, you got to get on it. So a lot of them have that mindset. And I just think that they're not taught how to actually just commit to somebody. And it's their fault for not like changing as they get older. But when you're younger and you're always told to just keep moving to the next, I think it really messes them up down the line when they do want to settle down with somebody.
There's such a like, that's why I'm glad that you're here on Substack. It's so good to have a healthy masculine perspective like on everything, because sometimes, especially like, I don't even like to say, oh, all men this, even though sometimes I find myself saying that. I shouldn't, because really I'm not having enough experiences to even make those judgments. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm in my room most of the time. I haven't even dated somebody God knows how long. So all of these experiences I talk about are from so long ago that like yeah, not everyone's the same. Some people can get stuck in that place for life where you're just like scorned and hurt. But I just think being that way makes you bitter inside and make you ugly, you know?
It does, yeah. It takes a toll.
Yeah. And not everyone is not everyone's gonna hurt you. Not every woman is toxic, not every man is toxic. I want to put these back up. I'm just
Get that studious look.
I'm trying to stand still. Like I'm trying to compose myself. If you watch I'm bouncing around normally. But yeah. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, we were talking about acting.
Yeah, we were. So like, have you worked on anything that's like your favorite or your favorite kind of genre or anything like that?
So let me take it all the way back and just explain what I've like done. So 2023, I did a short film. It was just like a feature film, and that was really good. I wanted to do acting my whole life, but as a child, I didn't have the confidence, to be honest. It's like I always knew I was going to be the girl right here, but like I had these big dreams, but I wasn't that person yet. Do you know what I mean? So when I'd have auditions and stuff, I was shaking in the knees, like, because I had no confidence. Even my dad, like when he was alive, he used to do like the theater and stuff, and I even went to audition with him, and I had one word to say, which was shut up, and I didn't get the role because they were like, they're just like, we don't think you're going to be able to project your voice enough. So then I'm like, that I used to be so shy. Well, I used to say I was shy, but I actually think I'm just still the same. I've always just been reserved, and I'm that child that's like, I used to be the one that people think like, why is she always staring at everyone? It's like, I'm just always like, I walk into a space, I can even hear everything, and I can feel everyone's energy. So it's just like so much is going on. I don't know how we got here talking from the thingy, but anyway, I didn't have the confidence as a child to like do it. And then 2023, I just saw a role, like they were looking for someone for a feature film. I was like, cool, why not? Then I did that. That was so much fun. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this more. So then I was like, okay, let me try go to an acting school or something, or get an agent or something. But I was trying to jump so many steps. So then I went to one of this acting school. They're also in LA as well. They're called IDSA. They're in LA, London, Birmingham, and Manchester. And a lot of people from the UK have been there. So I was like, okay, cool, let me go there. I was there for 3 months, and I was like, honestly, it just wasn't for me. But what it taught me was like valuable lessons that I needed to help me progress. So there was blockages that I had with the acting. So it's hard to it's not that hard to explain, but like, how long have you got? This is what the live is for, isn't it?
Yeah, we got all the time we need.
I know. So with acting, I've always known like I will be a great actress, but I've always had this fear of being seen and people never understand. It's like I can feel people's energy on me so strongly, and like so it's quite deep actually, everything that was impacting the acting. So I realized even when I was in acting school, I wasn't acting to the best of my ability, because it's almost like, I don't know, it's such a weird thing. Like, can't wait for my TV show one day. But like any place I'm in, it's like all eyes are on me to the point that I can't relax. So when I was in these classes and I don't know how to explain. I didn't feel comfortable to be free and like with acting, like you'll come to the class and they're gonna be like, okay, now we need you to like pretend to be gorilla and like as an exercise, or just
they
these random
things. Will, yeah.
And I just didn't feel comfortable to like, because that's something like not everyone can do it. You have to be okay with being embarrassed and looking silly and being cringe. And I didn't feel it wasn't a safe space for me to really, and I don't know why, because I was still masking myself and I was different versions of myself in different environments, depending on what version I felt people could handle. And the version of me that's like the actress that then ended up having the lead role in the feature film in the summer, it's just a completely different girl. But I had to unlock those blockages, which was like, wow, you have a fear of being seen. So even when you're up on the stage acting and you're being judged by the teacher and everyone in the class is watching, you like tone down, you shrink, because you don't want to, I don't know, it's like it's gonna sound so vain saying this, but it's like it's giving I'm the main character and I want to be a side character and I'm trying to be the side character. It's like, no, go on stage, own it, show everyone what you got. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes
for sure.
Back then. So then I did this feature film in last summer in Liverpool, and that was the whole of summer we were shooting. It's not out yet. It's a comedy horror. It's called Skeleton Crew. Really good. We even had like some of the film crew came from America and stuff. Like it was.
Oh, nice.
It was
okay.
And being on set for like that whole summer last year, you just learned so much. Like that was the training that I needed, was like actually being in the field, and the lessons I learned from the acting school, which was like, you need to just stop shrinking. You need to stop, like, just show your full self, because when you show your full self, then you can show up on stage and even though when I was on set, I still ended up having situations where I wrote about this early on my Substack, but I had a situation on set and I went home and I cried because one of like the cast, like the one of the guys on set, he said to me like, you just seem really stiff, and like that made me go home and cry, because it was just like I thought I'd worked through all that awkwardness and like that person that wasn't comfortable to show up like that, and I was like, I'm still showing up like that. And that's why it's like, even though that was last year, they're still editing the film, and I'm like, I wish I could go back. Can we just go back and do my scenes? I promise. I've grown. I've changed. Even the directors, they were like, because I've kind of I just feel like I keep glowing up, but in the last year as well, like I think I've had a bit of a glow up. So they're like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit rude. I wasn't offended, but he's like, damn, I wish we could have had you while you were looking like this for the film. I wasn't offended, but I was just, I don't blame you. I'd be pissed too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he saw the growth.
Yeah, he saw the growth. He was like, why couldn't you have fucking done this a year ago? It's almost off the chair. So yeah, that happened. So when the film comes out, I'm a bit like, oh, like it is what it is. But I already know, like, you never know how small the film's going to be. It's one of them ones, when people start asking, is it going to be on Netflix? You don't know how those things work. They normally end up, they're going to take it to festivals and see if, do you know what I mean? And maybe it will go on Tubi or something.
There's so much that goes into it before it gets there. Yeah.
Plus, that's not my responsibility. Do you know what I mean? I did my
part. You did your part.
But everyone else who's in the film, they're all like, when is it coming out? It's like they're banking on that. And I realized you can't bank on anything. You have to have so many things in the works that you're like, oh yeah, that. Like by the time that film comes out, I'm honestly gonna be like, I'm embarrassed. Not like that, but it's just like I just feel like I've grown as an actress since. Please
Yeah.
don't judge me from 2025, Aime. Like, I'm not even the same person as I was yesterday.
Mhm.
Like,
That changes fast.
yeah, but no, with the acting. Okay, so how do you feel with like when you're not actively in a role, you're training? Are you continuously training, or like, what do you do in that way?
I did have like a time where I was doing more training, like more classes or just doing like online stuff, trying to just keep it always going. I don't have like a, I guess, set kind of training thing when I'm not in a role right now. I just know that I have a process whenever I do get an audition. So it's just, I'll start off, just read the whole scene over, and then I'll look at what my character needs to do. Like this year, I had an audition for a feature film. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, after you send it, you just kind of go. What
Yeah,
do we got here? One way to look at it is progression as a producer and performer. It's good to look back and see progression and how you have progressed. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
for
I also
sure.
am scared of, not actually, I'm scared, but I am. I know people, because the aura I carry, I know people, there's so many people who have reached out to, and you know when people are just like, ugh, it just feels like in these scenes, I feel like sometimes people are like, anyway, let me not say what I want to say. It's lie. But sometimes I just feel like by the time the film comes out, I know people are going to be judging me harshly because of the aura I carry. They're going to be expecting me to be giving Viola Davis in my first picture. You know what I mean? Like, can we remember, please, that this is the first technically film? Like the other one was a short film. It's on YouTube. Like this was a
Mhm.
whole. This is a whole thing. You know. So yeah. Sorry, I've got my granddad hat and yeah. So I just, it is what it is. Like D Mac said, once everything comes out. Which D Mac is that? Let me see. D Mac 84. Hi. Sorry. Let's see. I thought that was someone else.
I saw a
Hey
few other
Mac.
people join too. I think
Okay.
I saw Mr. Sims. Hey, Dharma,
No, we are.
and
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let me
Mamana.
speak. Yeah. Like, sorry. Let me. We are reflections of each other because last time I was doing a live, no one was even commenting, and I'm like, can you guys speak to me, please? But I still stayed there for 90 minutes by myself talking. One thing
That's
about me, I
certified
don't need
yap right there.
But what I did is I moved, like I repurposed the content throughout social media
Yeah,
basically because it will do that after the live. It will even have captions. It's really
it
good.
does
It
it
will
for
have
you.
yeah. It
Okay.
will turn your face. It will create the cover art as well, make you look like AI generated. But so yeah, so sorry, there's always a million thoughts. I've already moved on. You're 100% gonna make it. Like you have the look. I know people have told you this many times, but it's like there's like it's how can you not? Do you not? You're in the place where it happens. Like you got the look. You look like that guy. What's his name? I know people probably tell you this,
Now
and he's an
let's see.
actor,
Let's see. I'm
and
curious to know.
he's with this dark skin woman. They're really good, and good looking. What's his name? I don't know.
Do
I
you know
don't know
something he's
what
been
these men.
in?
Yeah, what was it? It was that love film last year. You know, there was a love like that love film. There was a
Oh,
black love.
are you talking about the taller, like he's a light skinned guy? He's in Bridgerton, isn't he? No?
No.
Or was he in Yumi and Tuscany? Or
I'm
no?
gonna what?
Yumi and Tuscany? Was it that one?
Oh, I'm gonna find it. What's her name is Ryan something.
Right, Ryan Destiny?
Yeah, her boyfriend.
Oh, I don't know his name. Okay, but I think I know who you're
Keith
talking about.
Powers. Keith
Oh, yeah,
Powers.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. Okay.
has anyone told you that? Oh, I thought
I've
that
not
said
gotten
he's
that one
20.
before. That's the first.
Really? Keith
That's the
Powers,
first.
yeah.
But I'll take
33
it.
years.
I mean, I think for
Yeah.
me, I've kind of just gotten to a point where whatever happens with it happens. I've already done a lot more than I even thought I ever would do. Like for me, acting wasn't something that I always just knew that I wanted to do. When I was growing up, like in Ohio, if anybody is in the States in here, like they know that's not really like the place to do it. It's just a Midwest area, so it's just rural, and people like they go to college, they get their job most for the most part, and then like they build their life there. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I didn't see that for myself, but I didn't really think it would be acting. I did a few things when I was younger. Like I did a short film when I was younger, did some plays like in high school, but I never thought that it was going to be a full career choice at some point. I don't think it really set in for me until I came out here during college when I was just working in the summers, because you can't really get a summer job when you're only here for a couple months for some
Yeah.
places. So I would work on set when I was here, and I would just be an extra for different things. And I got to be on set for pretty much the whole summer whenever I wasn't at school. So it was just a way of getting back into it. Now it was a new way of seeing it for me. I had never been on like a real Hollywood set before, and just doing it those few times, like it was something that I was like, okay, I could see myself doing this. And
Mm.
I came out here, and it was actually before I graduated college. My mom, she was like, you could really model. And I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I didn't think I was a model. I wasn't like a picture person. Like, I didn't want to do any of that stuff. So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I really was like, Mom, you tripping. Like, I don't want to do this. But she was like, no, like for real, I'm being serious. I'm not saying this as your mom. Like, come to this open call thing that they're doing.
Sorry
Was
to
that?
interrupt. Are you the type of person, like, have you always been good looking, or were you someone you grew into your looks? Like me, I grew into mine.
I think I
You
would
look
say
like
I
you have
grew into them. Like I
seriously.
would never say I was like ugly, I guess, but I always had like a super young look. So like when I was 14, 15, like getting into high school, I was still being looked at. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, little brother." Like, "Oh my gosh, he's so cute." Like it was more like that. So I didn't
Yeah,
really get more of like a glow up, I guess, until probably college, or like hitting right around that college age, like 18, 19. So
yeah.
it was a while before that really came about though.
It's crazy, like the way, like obviously in the UK, we grew up watching American things, American culture, everything. Even just your background, everything is so American. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it. The
That's true.
difference.
It does sound like very basic, like kind of template.
The cabs,
Oh,
I've heard of them.
what was I saying? Oh, the modeling thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I went to the open call with my mom, and an agency, they actually wanted to sign me like almost that day, and I was like, oh, like I didn't expect that, but since I was still in school, they were like, just come back when you're done, and maybe we can talk about it. I didn't end up signing with them. It's kind of been a whole journey with representation out here. I do have an agent now and a manager, but I mean, coming out of college, I still kind of was getting my feet wet and just trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to be. I went to school for journalism and sports management,
Mhm.
so it was like always entertainment related. So it was the perfect place for me to come anyway. And I've just been working ever since. I've gotten to do some really cool things, like just early on with just a few modeling shoots, and then the stuff that I've done on my own. A few commercials last year. That was like the really fun year. I got to travel a little bit for that, so that was also fun. And now it's just been working on, honestly, Substack. I've been working on my writing. Like that's something that's been really important to me more than anything, because I think that's the space that I have the most creative control over what I want to do. And
Mm.
ultimately, I know I just want to tell stories. So I think writing is also something that I've been working on. I've been writing scripts ever since 2021. And now I'm just trying to take those and turn them into books, graphic novels, stuff like that, where I can just have my say over what I want to do and how I want to put it out. Because with this industry, there's so much give and take that you have to do to be a part of it. And I just want, before any of that would come into my work, I would just want to be able to tell it the way I want to tell it first.
Yeah, that's good. That's smart. You know,
Hmm.
it's good to be the type of person who's not desperate for these for fame, because or whatever it is, to be in the spotlight, to be in the industry. Like I feel like the people that are the most desperate for it, they end up in bad situations sometimes. When you're someone who you know you're valuable. Like, look at you, you've got the look already, you're intelligent. Like, they should be lucky to work with you. When you have that mindset, maybe for some people it will be too cocky, but me, I know what I bring to the table. You're not gonna undervalue me. Not even, I don't even want to talk too much. I'm at the point now where, like, even certain things, it's like, if you want me a part of this, you need to even pay me more than everyone else, because you guys are putting me front row. You guys are putting me front row in the center every single time. You're using me to promote this thing, using me to. I need more money then. I don't
Yeah.
care. You have to be, because I remember saying that Nicki Minaj said, and it was just like, if I just accepted drinking the pickle juice every single time, you guys would keep bringing me pickle juice. Like, it was like that. So it's just like, yes, you have to put your foot down. Someone has to, because you don't have to be like a diva or whatever, but it's just like, yeah, no, or just
Know your
I don't
worth.
know your worth. Long story short, is just know your worth, because I think everything always ends up working out for people. And look, I was just looking at Keith Powers. He's 33 now, and he just did a movie on Netflix last year, which was really big. Sometimes these things take so long, which is why my advice
They do.
is just keep working out, keep staying fit and young, because this is the money maker. So if you can keep looking young for as long as you can, you're going to be just fine. Just look
I
after
know I will
yourself.
for sure, yeah. And then also my dad, he's an actor. He's also part of the reason
Yeah,
that I do it, but he still gets called my brother when I go out with him. They're like, "Oh, is this your brother?"
really.
And I'm like, "This man is 50 something years old. Like, this is not my brother."
He probably loves that.
He does. He is honestly a
Yeah,
big man child, so he just loves to play around and do stuff like that. So when he gets those comments, he's just glowing for the rest of the day.
that's hilarious. Yeah, I just think if you can stay looking young and healthy, and you're wise, and you know that you have a lot to offer, just know your life, you're gonna be fine. Because a lot
Yeah,
of the time when people get these big breaks, they're not in their 20s. Sometimes
that's
it's in their
true.
40s.
It
But
takes a long
do you
time
want
to
to?
get over that too, I would say.
Yeah,
Like I would say in my early 20s when I started doing it, I was expecting like, okay, maybe first 2 3 years is gonna be a grind, but like 24, I'm hitting something, or like it's gonna be a break for me. And then 24 came, and it's just that pressure just started to mount. And then also I was just working my other jobs. I was working with the NFL for a little while. I have another job with just iHeart for my other day job, but working those two jobs at the same time, trying to act at the same time, and doing all this other stuff. It was so much going on that I just ended up getting burnt out by the time I was 25. I was like, there's nothing that I'm doing, and like I'm not hitting like everything that I need to. And it took me until I was 26 to book my first commercial. Like those first 6 years were all just development, and I didn't want to go through
that's
it,
how it
but I
is.
had to.
Yeah, that's how it is, and not everyone makes it, because some people give up too quickly.
Hmm.
Right, but someone like you, I would honestly never give up. Like, never. If someone shouldn't give up, you shouldn't give up. Like, you're in Hollywood, you have the look. Like, they probably need a second Keith Powers. No, I'm joking. Like, you can be Josiah Collins, yeah, because there isn't.
For
I
sure,
always
for
advocate
sure.
for people being one of one. So yeah, but yeah, I don't even know if, like, with the acting, I just want to go with the flow of life.
I mean, I
Not
could see
really.
you doing so many different things. Like, I feel like you have this personality where one, you already know, like you're good. I've noticed that ever since seeing your videos, like last year when I first followed you, when you were putting those videos up and you're just talking about whatever you wanted to at that point. But you have so much of an ability, I would say, to self-reflect, that it's hard to not just be so spacious into everything. Like you can literally do whatever you want because you don't have any kind of limit on yourself with anything. You have said it so many times. So it's just like the way that you speak to yourself is just something that it opens every door that you want it to, I think.
Yes, and I know it's inspired others, because I've had a life of people trying to tear me down. So you have to speak life over yourself. The same way, if you've allowed people to say negative, even when I get online every single day, I open my eyes, I check my Instagram, hate comments,
Mm,
TikTok. It's not just recently. I've been on social media for over 5 years. Like, my TikTok, I've been on social media for longer, but like I took it seriously the last 5 years. And
Right.
this is how it is. So when you have these things happening online in real life, you have to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest soldier, your biggest lover, your biggest best friend, because no one else is going to do it. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be someone who is just having all these people sending you hate, and then on top of that, you're also feeling insecure. Not me, because people like that will love that. Not
Hmm.
me. I will bully the bullies, and I will be so. I want the insecure people honestly to be repulsed by me and stay away, because I realize that insecure people, like, we have enough information on the internet. Go and get help. Go and heal those wounds. You know, I know we all have wounds, but I just feel like when it comes to the insecure ones, like, I tell you, I have never in my life seen a confident woman and felt the need to like say something to Ted. And the way people do it so consistently is
Hmm.
crazy. So it's just like, I don't know.
How
Oh,
do
I
you
thought that was
keep
like,
yourself like full? Because I know part of that is you've grown into that, but also it can still just there can be just be days where you're just tired or you just don't have it or you just feel off. So how do you get yourself back to the place where you are right now?
in what way do you mean? In what
I guess
terms?
just when you have that self assuredness within you and you just like I'm not gonna let these people tear me down because I gotta protect myself. So like I just know that can be really tiring when you see that. So like or when you have to deal with
No,
that. So how do you end up
it's
recharging?
okay. So I'll answer all of that. So first and foremost, dealing with those people, the only exhausting part is them. I wish they'd
Mhm.
leave me alone. I honestly, it helps when you're actually full of yourself. It helps when you walk it just like you talk it. It helps when you have not just the look, but you have the intelligence to back it up. So anyone coming and saying whatever in the comments is user 235, why should I listen to your opinion anyway? Who even are you? So it's
Right.
easy when it's with people like that. But say even if it was on Substack, because I'm sure the more I grow, you're gonna get all types of people. So it's good to know what's coming your way. But what was your question? How do I handle it?
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you kind of answered it. You just said that it's really just those people that are draining because you just want them to leave you alone. So,
No, do you
oh,
know what? It's not even, I actually don't. I want people to get more confidence in themselves. I
mm,
try and I want people to just, even me, like, people just see now and it's like, no, I had to work to get to this point. I had to love myself. I guess it's through never abandoning yourself and always being there for you. And when you become your biggest cheerleader, your biggest love, it's just like, do you know how much I've been through? And you guys think you can say this to me after how far I've come? I've been getting bullied since I was in school. Like, there hasn't been a time I came into this world and it was stress. So if you guys think you're gonna say anything to me, just, I don't care. I'm an alchemist. I will alchemize it. I'll gain more subscribers. I'll gain more volume. You guys can keep talking. You have to get to the point where you realize a lot of these user 1, 2, 3, 4 and all these, they're actually pretty powerless, which is why they're
yeah,
here in the comments. And when you realize that a lot of these people don't have power, you realize that their words are also powerless. So then it gets to the point you're like, what? You have no power. You don't barely have any power of your own life. So why should I care what you have to say about me? I don't
yeah,
care
I think
anymore,
so.
because these people don't want you. It's like they won't stop until someone has literally taken their life. Because some people, you block them, they'll create another account, another guy. Like, people have, I've never had to do that in my life,
Yeah, that's a
right?
problem. That's like a mental thing for them. And
But
DMAC said they have compassion. How sad must their life be?
I do have compassion too, but I also feel like we've all gone through things, and like, you can choose to, like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, it's about how you want to
I'm not
respond to it.
Yeah, I try not to be like, I give my opinions, but I also try not to be a saint. I had to cuss out a lady in the nail shop just today.
Just
She got
today.
humanity, because this lady was talking about, we don't have, oh, you have to bank transfer, no cash, like, only cash in hand. I'm like, you guys are meant to be legitimate businesses. Why do you not have a card machine? It's because you're trying to avoid with the tax people. You don't want the accountants on your ass, because if they start looking at the books and seeing how much it's really coming in compared to how much you're declared, that's why you want everyone to pay cash in hand. That's not a me problem. Last time I came to this nail shop, I was able to pay with my card. So why? Because she's like, okay, you so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to get cash out there. She's like, okay, well, you have to leave your phone here and you leave your bag here. I said, I come here all the time. What? I said, do I look like the type of lady that's gonna run off out of the nail shop? I said, I'm wearing my True Religion bag and my True Religion sunglasses. Do I look like the type? These times I bought it in TK Maxx and it was £20 on sale. Wherever they are, I'm like, my True Religion. These times it's TK Maxx. You guys have TJ Maxx. It's the same thing, but we call it TK Maxx. It's just you get real cheap designer there, and it's real. So anyway, I'm like, I think I go into my character. See the characters. Do you think like I'm the type of lady that would? Do you think I'm the type of lady that would honestly walk out of here and run out of here with my nails and I'm actually very offended. I come here all the time. I do videos for you, blah blah blah. She's there standing by the door. She's there. Eventually, she basically dragged my bag off my shoulder. Obviously, here's me. Okay, what did you save it to get it to skip? How did it go 0 to 100? Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm skipping some details. Maybe I skipped out the part where I had a slick mouth. How does it get to? She's standing by the door. No, because I'm like, she's like, leave your bag, leave your hair. I'm like, why do I have to leave my stuff here? I'm not run. Do I look like this? I'm not running in my flip flops right now down the street to avoid paying £80 for nails. So anyway, I'm like, to come to the cash machine with me. I'm pregnant. I can't. So why are you standing by the door? Like, why are you creating all this stress for yourself? You're pregnant 1 minute. If you're pregnant, go sit down. I'm sorry. Go sit down because no one told you to be doing all of this if you're pregnant. So I said to the guy, I'm like, come with me to the cash machine. I'm not trying to not pay. I told you I'm living like a monk. So I don't have data outside the house. They're like, oh, just transfer. I don't have data outside the house. I'm on an iPhone 8. I almost felt like cry. Like, and the other thing is, because of how I look, like, it's like people do, like, when you're neurodivergent, you can get very overstimulated in those environments. Even one other lady jumped in to defend. It's like, you guys should be defending me. But the way I'm looking, people feel like I don't need to be defended, and I don't blame them. If you see me in action, you should defend the other person. But anyway, I went to get the cash. I'm like, so annoying. Whatever, you should have. Oh, she was talking about she's gonna call the police. I said, call the police and let's get them to check your books. And because I know for damn sure you're not all the money. Do you see how silly? It was so silly. I'm like, listen, I'm like, this is, I'm going to a nail shop now. The one before that, I'm not going back there too. I'm spending. Sometimes I think they like. Listen, let me not say anything. I'm going back to the white. I'm just going back to the white people now to do my nails. Long story short, because I tried it with the Vietnamese, the Philippines, wherever they are from. And they speak in their language, and they are chatting shit about you, and you know they're chatting shit about you. I'm going back to the white people to do my nails. I'm sorry, it's just too much.
You gotta protect that peace.
Yeah, and then another lady is joining in. I won't even say what I said to her, but that's the thing. I like to be honest about these things, and I like to speak publicly. Because say if one day I'm famous and people try to come out with like, oh yeah. She was like stories, like she in the nail shop, and I want my people who support me. I don't like the word fans. Whoever supports me, I want people to know. Oh, Aime, yeah, that does sound like something she'd do. Do you know what I mean? I don't want people to be shocked when you hear Scott. Yeah. I want you to think, yeah, what did you do to her? That sounds like her. She's crazy. Don't try it. So I don't care. I'll come here. I'll tell you, yeah, I had to cuss out the nail person. She's like, it was just ridiculous. It was just, I was just so offended, like making me leave my phone here, my bag in the shop because you think I'm gonna run off for £80 now. She's like, yeah, it happened last week. People today. I said, I'm not these little people from this area, please. I'm from London. I'm a global icon that does laptop promotion. Do you know who I am?
Global icon.
So yeah, it was funny. I look back and I laugh, but in the moment I was just like, don't let this fuck up my energy for the live. And then so I had to run to get my food from the place, and then that's why I had to push back because it was just taking. And then on top of that, he's doing my nails, scrubbing so hard I bled. I'm like, you're lucky I didn't. Yes, he scrubbed me that hard. I literally bled. And I'm like, I could have complained about that. I could have asked him. I didn't even say anything. And it's like he saw that he cut my skin, and he tried to like, you know when you just try like, oh brush, there's no brushing. The skin's gone now. I see it. You see it. When I put my feet in the hot water, it's burning.
It's gonna burn. So, oh my gosh. Oh no. They should have been giving you a discount.
No, this is just a normal day for me. This is what I'm telling you. Like,
oh no.
Nearly all nail shops are modern day slave hop. It's sad, isn't it? No, because even I was like, because the lady was like, I'm pregnant. I was thinking, you were pregnant the last time I was here. You was literally pregnant the last time I was here. I'm sorry, like I didn't even want to be offensive, but
nothing changed from the last time. I mean, also if you've been there multiple times, we can give a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, I would think. Like if you've been there, like y'all know I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah, that's what I've said. But she said, oh, it's just the policy and blah blah blah. And then she literally went and stood by the door, and then she got the other lady who was in the shop who, listen, I can't stand these Karens too. When I'm famous as well, many stories will come out of the Karens that I have had to put in their place. You know, when you hear stories and people are like, oh, I wish I was the black person they tried. Like, I'm the person, like, they don't want to run into me. I'm the person you don't want to run into. If you're a racist Karen, I'm the person that has all the time in the world. I'm the person that's going to make sure you never disrespect another black person again. Like, I'm the black person that's probably going to make us all look bad, but just for the sake of proving a point, because don't try me, bitch. This isn't slavery times.
We cheer you on. We cheer on any Karen getting there. So we do not have any sympathy for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse in America, but they have this provoking spirit. And then on top of that, I feel like they get out the camera to record. So I'm the type of person, I have been caught on. And listen, you're a journalist. Listen, I need to stay clean. Maybe when I listen. Put out some story.
I gotta put out the good pieces. We gotta have the whole running thing.
Let's start from now, because listen, I'm joking. But it's like at the end of the day, everyone has a past, and I also feel like sometimes people a lot of people wish they were in these certain people's position, even though if you knew everything they had to do, maybe you wouldn't even want to be in a position. And then, sorry, my lighting is so bad. I just realized I might move over there, but I'm fine like this anyway. I like the low quality. Yeah, so I think people use the cancel culture as a way to control people, celebrities and public. It's a control tactic, which is why I feel like when I saw somebody, it's like you be cringe and you'll be free, or ruin your reputation and you'll be free. And I'm like, oh my, I definitely ruined my reputation this year. Completely.
Oh, you think so?
Absolutely not intentionally. I'll briefly just jump through without explaining everything led up to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just this year, January, went to a concert, the Baddies, Natalie Nunn concert, London, got jumped by 5 girls, beat them all up. The security had to lift me up, take me onto the stage to get away, while all of the vultures, aka the fucking vultures, crabs in a bucket, they were clawing at my feet. King Poet, I don't know you, but I would like to invite you to my page to help with my fight with empowering women. A few people have told. Who's told? And who are you speaking to specifically?
Yeah, are you speaking to Aime, the global icon?
Keep saying it will be true.
I mean, so, you almost are one, I would say. I feel like
I was thinking that in the nail shop. I'm like, yeah, well, technically you've got people subscribed to
you. Got people all over the world.
Yeah, like how global does it need to be
to be a global icon? I feel like you got it.
I know. I do wake up and I do feel like I'm just like, that's why I'm saying I don't care about I do want the money. Absolutely. I need to be traveling first class. I need to be having the nail techs come to my house, so I don't even have to deal with that rubbish and so many things. I want to travel this whole world, so many things. But it's like, because I already feel like I'm that person, everything else is just an addition. Like every day is a chance to try again. Like I don't feel like this every day, but today is a good day.
Yeah, it is. That's a good day.
yeah, I show all sides of me, because, and I love doing that, because doing that has other people have messaged me, and it's made them feel more comfortable to be more authentic. And when I see other people doing that, it encourages me to continue being that way, because we're all human, and when we hold back and it's just boring, and everyone's acting like we're not perfect, we don't have it all figured out. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just normal.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing I was saying about like cancel culture, yeah. So reputation. So jumped at the concert. I even had a situation where I got arrested for the first time this year. Spent the night in a cell for 24 hours. Um, ended up going. I honestly feel. Oh, I had 2 concussions. One from this situation where I got jumped at the concert. The second one, where I almost lost my life in a serious car accident in May. Honestly, I think, let me not talk.
You've had a
I'm,
busy year.
yeah, I'm still here, still strong. Yeah, I'm still here, but it's just like, damn, my life is. I feel like a superhero sometimes. I feel like a super. Yeah, I feel like a superhero, because I just survive things and thrive, and it just, my life keeps going, like, it's crazy. But I'm just like, Lord, please, I don't want to keep having to learn through these
Yeah.
situations.
Like maybe the lessons could be a little more tame, a little more calm.
Please. But I think, for me, without going into all of it, the concert was the thing that really triggered me, being jumped. And I feel like that sent me into a weird paranoia thing. So I was already in a weird space. And then when I had the situation with me getting arrested, that was also a weird situation. I'm saving so many things for the book, but just know that one day, which I'm not writing my book anytime, so I need to keep living. Do you know what I mean? I've already had a
Mhm.
lot of life experience, but I want my book to end on the part where Amy's doing happily ever after. I don't. We can't still be in struggle mode at the end of the
Right.
book.
Yeah, no.
Like, so I have to keep living, and hopefully we get to the sunshine at the end of it. But like, January, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I developed psychosis, because I was so paranoid after what happened at the concert. I started feeling, I don't even care to say it now, but I started to feel like I was set up or something, because it was
Mm,
such a weird environment. Like, we're all in the crowd together. As soon as Natalie came out, like, we were in the crowd for over an hour, then the girl punches me as soon as she comes out, because the baddie shows and stuff like this.
yeah.
Sometimes girls get a spot on the show by fighting other girls to earn their position on the show. So I felt
Right.
like someone was trying to get a moment by fighting me, and I just made a whole moment out of the. Now we have to stop the whole concert. Now Natalie Nunn has to get me to come off, you bitches, for trolling me. And now security got to lift me up onto the stage where I really belong. How about that? So that's what happened. And yeah, I was just, after I beat all of these girls up, one's trying me, I get her ponytail, come here, bow to the ground, take them both down at the same time. I felt like Jason Statham. I felt like the Terminator. Oh my God. That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
it
Like,
sounds like you were moving like him to be taken down 5-on-1. Like, what in the world? You over there like
when
a
you
ninja.
No, but when you've grown up having to defend yourself, when you've grown up people thinking that you're weak, and you've grown up in the place, like, I don't want to call it the hood, because in the UK it's a thing where all these places, good areas, bad, everything, we all coexist in the same areas. So we don't really, it's not just one area is just a hood like this, but like the
Mhm.
school, I was just so different to everyone that I got so picked on. People thought I was weak based on how I speak. So I was always having people try me as like a, I don't know. You know, when you're the one that they think like, oh, like, this is gonna be easy thing. Let me show off in front of the friends. No,
Mhm.
let me show you
They
God's
picked the wrong
protection.
one.
Do you not think, like, this is what I'm saying? People don't realize they'd be walking straight into the trap for the right. And that, to me, because I was thinking about this like last night. For the right people, my energy is amazing, abundance, everything. But for people who come in with bad intentions, you will be made an example out of. And I did that. At the end of the day, what did I do? We were in the crowd for over an hour. They were even smiling at me. Oh, hi, all the fake stuff. This is why I'm not a girl's girl, like everyone says. And then as soon as Natalie comes out, we're all recording, and this girl gets my hand, pushes it all the way back. I might move, and then she just went, but punches me in the face. And
Just
I'm there.
unprovoked.
unprovoked, and I'm at the front of the concert recording. So I'm like that with my hand. She's like, she gets my arm, like she goes like that with my arm, and I'm like, move. So she'd already done them before I said move. She'd already got my arm because she wanted to be recording above my head. So then I'm like, so then when I say move, and she goes, but this is where people see the other side of me. It's kind of like, it's that moment where it's like, let me even it's just that moment where it's like, you know, that's those couple seconds, it's 0.2 seconds, and then it's like, boom, bag goes down, boots come off.
You just see it red.
Listen, I've watched too many Jason Statham movies, and I love them. I love it.
You learned some lessons in there.
No, I did. And I think another thing is like neurodivergent people don't realize, like, I saw someone tweet this or something a long time ago, not tweet, but it was like a quote. It's like, a lot of us, we have the superhero complex. We also have the like justice. We have like a justice sensitivity. So in certain environments, like, I'm the type of person, I've even almost endangered myself to help other people on the streets. Do you know what I mean? Like them type of it's this, I call it the superhero complex. So I forgot what I was even saying with that. You're seeing my brain live in action. I that, but oh yeah, the superhero. Yeah, no, I forgot. It's gone. But basically, it's gone because the way my brain is like
there's so many.
Yeah, and I looked out the window for a second, and that was it. It was gone. But yeah, that situation changed me as a person because I was in the concert with a guy and he never helped.
He didn't do anything?
No, he even pretended he didn't see it happening, even though the whole place saw it because they stopped the music, the DJ stopped, everyone stopped, and Natalie was saying break up the fight. So he pretended he didn't see anything. So that made me really not trust people in general, because even after that happened, then it went viral. It was the whole thing. In London, it was pretty big. And then this is what I'm saying. I already feel like a celebrity. It's just, that's why I
need money. That is crazy. I hope you've never spoken to him again.
Oh no! Imagine he even had the audacity. I even let him. He came and stayed at my friend's house that same night because he lived out of London, and that was already the plan before. I'm not a bad person. I wasn't going to leave him in the street, but I was so angry. He even had the audacity to do a story time about it the next day to try and get clout off my name.
No, story time after you didn't do anything is insane.
No one asked for his story, and it got less than 100 likes, and he even paid to promote it. That's what I'm saying. Like, some people are so desperate for the life. You're not gonna. You think you're gonna get off me, and I'm not even made it yet. Like, and that made me not trust people because it made me made me look back on my whole life. I speak about so many things. Like, when you're a blessed person, a lot of times people can be jealous of you, and that was further proof to me of like, when you're this person, people like seeing you get hurt. People like, that's why they don't defend you. That's why they don't do anything, because when you're that person who's the continuous wins. One thing about me, if you're around me, I'm a mirror. You're either gonna it's gonna force you to step up, or you're gonna go away somewhere because you can't handle being around a real winner. So I just feel like when you're that person, that's the blessings are coming in. You're beautiful, you're blessed, you're winning, you're upgrading, you're evolving. When things bad happen to you, people love it because it's like, finally this bitch sit down for something so I can keep up. I didn't. Actually, what happened after that? After that, I was like, and then it went viral, showed me so many of fake friends, people reaching out, saying they were friends, but you're only commenting on TikTok. Hope you're okay, X. You have my number in real, and that's why I say, it's like so many people this year showed me so much before, and I'm grateful. I know I'm about to really boom, like, because I feel like before you're really like about to have a breakthrough, your spotlight or your moment, things start happening in your life. You either have no money, people will betray you. Like, it's so many avenues, you know?
Yeah, it's like that final little thing to get over.
Yeah, and when I used to research into these things, or because I'm not gonna lie, I've known I was gonna be famous as a child, so I've always been someone that's I have, like, just my special interests, and I love occult knowledge, and there's so many things that because I'm the type of person, if I know I'm going to be in this life, I need to know what it comes with. And I've just been like that since a child. I was that weird child on the internet, like typing in Beyonce Illuminati backwards. So, do you know the stupid? Do you remember on YouTube and shit like that? Like, yeah, I've always had weird fascination. So anyway, where was I going with this? So anyway, when I used to see celebrities and it was like people used to say they would just like let go of everyone, I'm now starting to realize sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's like people switch up before you even actually get to the fucking goal. Like,
Yeah.
if you're lucky, not everyone, but some people genuinely have. I wouldn't say that's me. I've still got real ones and stuff like that, but people show you their true colors. And also when you're someone that they know you're going to be famous, of course, if they also want fame and they know this, if I stick by this person, then they're more likely to stick by you. But when I got jumped and they didn't even pick up the phone to call me, I thought, I don't need you guys in my life. Bye.
Yeah. Like you showed me exactly how much you care right there. You got my actual number, but you want to comment on a TikTok.
That's even what family just started doing to me. Everyone, they started watching me parasocially. Everything I post, not I won't say everything I posted, but say if it was just like a down day, oh, I saw you posted this. Well, how about you have a relationship with me in real life so you don't have to constantly be going off and that's why I just started to, like, I know people might see it as like I've changed and stuff, because trust me, I have. But I just honestly got to the point where I thought, what is the value of you guys if the only time we catch up we're speaking about what's going on my social media? I'm actually a very busy woman. Like there's so much that I don't even do that I should be doing, and I'm already doing so much. So it's like, if I'm then catching up with people when I catch up with them, I don't want the only thing we talk about is what you've seen on my social media. I got tired of that. I'm like, what's going on with your life? What's interesting in your life? Clearly nothing, which is why we're only speaking about it. So I just got tired of that being the only topic of discussion. And as someone who lost my dad young, when I was 3 days after my 14th birthday, I thought, if you guys aren't going to be what I would want real family to be, then I don't even need you here, because you seem to just be here to spectate everything I'm doing. I'm all right. I already have 35,000 people doing that across all social media platforms. So I'm good. I don't need you guys. I want people. And that's the thing people don't understand. It's like, if you're in my real life, I need you to be in my real life. If you're online, you can also end up being in my real life too, but most people will not be. Do you know what I mean? There's levels to this, and that you have to have boundaries. And I just feel like everyone that actually had the privilege of having access to me in real life, they didn't use that privilege. Everything was on like their first to view a story, but like, you know, like actually
there wasn't that real interaction outside of it. It was just like watching.
Yeah, and if I didn't have a social media platform, they wouldn't be doing that. You don't do that with people who don't have they're watching me like I'm an influencer, because technically I am. But when it gets to the point, people don't realize how lonely this journey is. When you have 35,000 people across all socials, and even your own family ends up watching you on there too, everyone's tuned in. You end up, that's why I even have a picture and I'm like, in this phone book, I'm like, I feel like the girl in the box, you know, because it's just like, people don't really, that's why it's just me and my cat most of the time, because it's just like, people don't understand that if you know me in real life, show up in real life. Because if you're just showing up in the digital space, more time, even Substack is getting to the point, the notifications, I can't keep up sometimes. So it's like, I need people in my real life. But the more you grow, it's one of my first audio thingies I ever did on here, the more parasocial your relationships will become. So yeah, get prepared.
I have not heard that before. That's a good point.
Yeah, but it sounds like you seem really level-headed, and you seem like you have grounded people around you. So that definitely
I would
helps.
say, yeah. I would definitely say, yeah. I got lucky. I think it took me a while to find my people, but I think after, I would say probably like around when I was 25, that's when I really found a good group of just friends. But then also I have my family out here with me, which makes it a lot easier just because of how close we are. And I know that's something that I am always super grateful for, because even just other people that I know, they don't even have the same relationship that I have with my family, and they have a good relationship with them. So having a sister that is as great as she is, like truly somebody that I know I can go to if I need something from her, if I just need to hang out, laugh, whatever it is, like having her have my back, my parents have my back. They've always supported me. They've always wanted me to do different things that made me happy, and not just things that was gonna give them something or get me to have a lot of things. It was just, what did you want to do? Like I know that they've questioned things at times, but it's always been just out of love and just out of making sure that I'm okay, because they just want to make sure that they do everything they can to support me in it, and then also that I'm doing something that's going to be smart for me to actually do. And I think having people around you like that is, it just makes you have a lot more peace about your choices. I still have a lot of, I guess, anxiety just about different things and just what I'm going to be doing or how this is all going to work. I know even starting a Substack, that was never something I thought I was going to do. So being here now is like, okay, it's kind of interesting
It's
to
weird.
navigate it and start to be more open online, because I've never done that before. Like I have my Instagram, but that's more just something for work. I'll post some pictures that I don't really care about people seeing, but it's just having a platform now where it feels like I really have a lot of people that are tuning in and looking and paying attention to what I'm doing. It feels like kind of crazy. So it's good to have that support around you when you have that going on.
Do you feel like Substack has been healing for you in any ways?
Oh, for sure. I think it showed me that me wanting to do things my own way is not insane, because working in kind of the more, I guess, corporate setting for a while, I wouldn't necessarily say it was super corporate just because of what I did, but working in sports, like that was something that I always wanted to do growing up. So I got to work at one of the, well, for America, the top league that we have in the country. So working for the NFL and being there for almost 3 years, like it was a dream to be able to work there. But when I was there, I just realized over time, it's not the place that I want to be forever. Like there was so much of that politic that was in the office, and it made it hard to move up. Like I got passed over for jobs, I got passed over for stuff that I felt like I was better suited for than other people. And it was just like,
Like,
okay, if you guys, what's
sorry
that?
to interrupt. Was it like young people, white people? Like, what was the type of people working there?
I would say it wasn't even about them being. Oh, they weren't younger. That's for sure. Well, there was one person that did get something that was, he was younger than us, but he came in and he started off at a level that we had to wait for like 5 years. So when I started, I was working as a PA, and then like a year and a half into us working there, they hired somebody new to be an AP, which is just like an associate producer, but they're a level above us. So they hired him in, but he's fresh out of college. Like he was like 20, 21, something like that. He was a young guy coming in. And it was like me, I was 24 at the time. My other friends, they were like 24, 24, 25, 26, 27. Like there was like people older than me too that were just completely passed over for it. And it was just the culture of the environment. Like they really wanted you to work, like earn it essentially. And it was a strange kind of feeling to have to go through that. And it also made me realize you guys are just going to get as much as you can out of me because you know I do good work, and you're going to get all this work out of me that you can now, and then pay me when you finally feel like it. But I want my money now. I want my worth now. Like I want to go after the stuff that I care about. So I had to make a choice to leave. And ever since then, it's just been about finding stuff that actually works for me and stuff that I wanted to put my time into. So that's where writing really started to take off for me. And that's where getting the idea for a Substack came from, because it's like, okay, I can have my own platform. I can just do whatever I want to do. If I want to do a podcast and comment on whatever story I want to comment on, I can do that. If I want to write a newsletter and cover stuff that's important to me, I can do that. All these essays for ideas, whatever it is. So it gave me a space to really kind of have that. And now doing the Substack, it has just opened my mind up to just doing everything that I want to do with my writing. So I'm in a good place
Yeah.
with work. It's like a lot of work to do, but it's a good thing, I think.
Well done for sticking at it. And well, this is a well done to myself too. I joined on
Yeah.
the 21st of this. Well, the first article was on the 21st of December 2025. I even remember the day that you subscribed to me. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is someone in LA. I was like, so wow, mama, I made it. Like, that's what I'm saying. And here we are now. So it's like, it's crazy. You have no idea how much, you know, can happen from
Yeah.
joining like this.
And
And for me,
also
I love
meeting people like you has helped a lot. Like just seeing the different ways that you all are so creative and so supportive too. Like from day one, you have always been somebody that was supportive, somebody that was engaging. Like it was always vice versa. So it was always two
yeah,
ways for us.
exactly.
And I really
And then
appreciated it.
this is how social media is supposed to be. Do you know what I mean? But like, I'm genuinely like this on every platform. Like, if I'm following someone, why am I following them
If you're not going to
otherwise?
engage, right. Yeah, why follow if you're not going to?
I'm following someone because I like their work. Do you see what I mean? It's
Hmm.
not like them because it's not a dating profile. People don't know how to use social media. You follow them because you resonate with the stuff they post or something is interesting. So it's just
Hmm.
like, because I'm not following just every single person, but if you don't post anything, why am I following you? So
Yeah.
if I'm already following you, then I'm going to engage, but people aren't really like that. But I also, I feel like sometimes people will start and then maybe the more they see of you, depends how you are. Me, for example, I wouldn't be surprised if people loved it in the beginning and now they're like, oh, she's like, because I expect that. That's the thing. My whole life I shrunk myself because I'm like, I know that this group of people can only handle this version of me or that version. So I used to become what I knew people could handle, and now I've just decided to show up as myself everywhere. I don't care if you like me or dislike me because at the end of the day, my personality is getting people to subscribe. My person, you know, regardless of if you've ever been shamed for those things, there's other people. There's a whole world out there, and people will love you for exactly how you are. And when
Yeah.
you dilute yourself, the right people can't find you. It's so hard for me to be outspoken because I know I'm the type of person that speaks truth and it offends people.
It
So,
does.
but then I'm like, everyone else is speaking their opinion. Why can't
Why
I give
not
my
you?
take?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've also been that person, like, I was that child that was just wise beyond the years and would say things that adults wouldn't even know how to answer. So it's just like, I'm used to people just wanting me to just shut the hell up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm that person that just addressing elephants in the room. I'm just like, everyone just shut up, you know? But
But it's
at the end of the
real.
day,
It's just you trying to be real.
let's
That's it.
grow. Yeah, and let's grow and let's become better, you know?
Yeah.
Let's speak things. But I'm not a complete open book. Like, of course, let's make it clear. I've got to keep some things to myself, you know? But you
Hmm.
should have boundaries with an audience and everyone in general, you
Yeah,
know?
it's definitely needed. Nobody should have just, especially on social media, nobody can just be all the way in. Like that's just too much. It's like, okay, we got to have a little separation. I still don't know you at the end of the day. Like I don't know these people that are following or anything like that.
No, but I think it shows you, and it's pretty sad, it shows you how lonely the world is, Josiah, if they go into the
Ooh,
internet and
that's
spill their
true.
tea.
That's true. That
Like,
is true. That is true.
they needed to get it out so
They
much that they don't.
do.
Like, I've seen
But
some
we
wild.
that's on we failed on us then. Like I remember because growing up, we were it's still in a time where social media wasn't the big thing yet. Like I remember growing up, we were still like on VCR. We were still playing outside. We were still doing
Yeah,
everything like so like outside in the world. So it was just that transition that we
outside
had,
in
we
the
did not
world.
handle it right. We did not handle it well at all. Well, we were
Oh, it's
kids,
funny.
so it wasn't on us, but our adults did not handle it.
No, it's funny when you said outside in the wild. It sounds like, where are we now? Outside. Back in my day when we used to go outside into the world. It's like, wow, granddad, one day you're going to be telling stories like that. Like, we used to go
Let me get my
outside.
rocking chair.
Yeah, they're not even going to listen to you. They're going to be on their iPads. Like, nowadays, kids are on the device right up to their eyes. Like,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That and the meta glasses now. It's too much.
what, the
It's out of
kids
hand.
the kids are
Yeah.
wearing metaverses. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah. They just
that's
put a ban out in the UK. Did you see that?
they ban them.
They banned them in some like restaurants and event spaces and movie theaters. They banned them.
Good.
But it's just
I
because they
didn't.
keep recording people. They keep going up to women in public and recording them. They're recording staff at work. It's like, y'all have got to relax. We need boundaries again.
No, we do because it's actually terrifying because those are the people that just post it on social media. Imagine the ones that just keep it for their private stuff.
Oh,
Do you know?
yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's people like that out. So Yeah, those type of glass. But you have to understand now that everything is recorded. Even I've got an Alexa right over there, and she's
Hmm.
probably always listening. You know,
Yeah, we have it. I mean, you have a TV now. That there's a mic in there somewhere. They can listen.
but I'm the type of person I'll be like, "Hi, government," and I'll like do a catwalk to the screen. I'm turning into another thing. I'm like, you guys are the only one watching this TV show before the whole world. I don't even blame you. I'll be watching it too. Enjoy. If no one's actually there, then I think that might seem even more crazy. If there was actually no one actually at the other end, you never know though. But it's just the way the world is, you know. I don't even
Yeah,
really care to be. How do you feel about like the use of AI and stuff? Like everywhere. Like
I'm
are
not
you
a
someone
fan of
who's
it.
you're not a fan of
I
it?
feel like AI should have just been a tool. Like at this point, it's inevitable. Like you're not gonna get rid of it. So I think we do have to accept that this is in the world now. And it's also something that it's not even like we've been studying it recent. It's just been studied for so long that it was bound to happen at some point. I just think we need to be way more responsible about how we're doing it. Like these data centers that they're putting out, they're ruining water supplies for communities and like destroying the land. Like we need the earth as it is. Like we had everything we needed when we just got here. So to see where it's going, it just doesn't seem like it's sustainable. It just seems like another thing that's gonna make climate change worse. It's gonna make prices higher for people. It's gonna take jobs away. It's gonna just create a lot more problems, and only a few people are really gonna benefit from it.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the people at the bottom. It's crazy. I feel like it came out of nowhere. And no, I'm not
Hmm.
going to lie, there was a time I even, was enjoying asking it random questions because I'm the
Yeah.
child. I'm the child that when the internet, we got the first computer in the house. What do you mean we have the internet? Like, I was the child saying, why? What do you mean I have now? My head was like,
And now you
like
can
I was
Google.
like, I can Google. I trust me. I had a lot of questions about the world. Oh, boy, was I curious, and I got to finding my answers. Trust me. It's like I came into this reality, and it's like an adult. I don't know. I was just so curious. So yeah, I was all on the internet and stuff like that, asking all these questions. So yeah, when ChatGPT came out, I was also interested to just ask it questions and stuff. It was really interesting. But then you get to the point where you realize like sometimes you might ask it one little question, it'll be a long paragraph. I'm like, you just want to speak to me. Like I
You just
asked
want
you
to speak.
just want to speak. But I got rid of it anyway because I just found myself becoming reliant on it. And it
Yeah.
was more what I didn't like about it was it was trying to get me to change how I think. That's one thing I don't like. It's for
Hmm.
me, it was like, say if I said, oh, like I'm not gonna lie, like I was using it as a therapist in 2025, and that's not good to use AI as a therapist because isn't it just regurgitating back what you like?
It's just
So
taking
you
bits and pieces of things from wherever and not really even sure if it's true. It's just doing it. Whatever. If it has a
yeah
certain word in there, it's going to get triggered and it's going to just be like, I'll take this too.
yeah, and I don't think something like that should be giving someone with such complex needs like
Yeah.
me help. So
It
I was
can't give you help. Yeah.
yeah, so I was like, but it got to the point where it was, or even like, I'm not even gonna little things like, oh, this guy said, like, I used to know how to talk to a man. What do you mean now? I'm telling the ChatGPT, he said this, help me, and then I'm telling it, oh, I want to say this, and say, no, don't say that. That's too much. Well, then I don't know. Like, it would be like because I'm just like, and it you realize it's slowly trying to replace the way people think. When I started having
Hmm.
more with it, and I was saying, I don't think that. So try why am I arguing with the AI? That's when I got to the point. I'm like, I don't want to use
Mm.
this anymore. Why are you trying to like? It would tell me something like, oh, so you said that because blah blah blah, and it's because you felt like this. I said, actually, no, I said it because I felt like this. Like, don't put words in my mouth. Like, and then I'm finding myself arguing with the AI back and forth, wasting my time, and I'm like, I don't have to be here doing
Yeah.
this.
You don't got to do this.
I don't
I
even
think
have
we got
to
to get rid
defend
of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's like
myself.
the way it really just has torn apart people's thinking is crazy. Just the in the short amount of time too. It's just we don't think anymore. We already don't read, and we already can't write. So we're relying on this AI thing. And there was a school that just did something where they tried to make a map and like a book for stuff, and it was all wrong. Like the states weren't even named the right thing. The words were gibberish in the rest of the book. Like it was just so bad. But we're just so lazy with how we're using
But
it.
I
It's just
also,
not it.
like, I know a few of the people that I follow. They use it because I
Hmm.
didn't know about it, and I literally said, like do what you want, guys. If you use it, use it. If you don't, you don't. Because I also said a lot of neurodivergent people. You see how my thoughts are like this. In the beginning, it was to help me structure those thoughts. I would actually
Hmm.
speak to it, but I don't even need to do that anymore. You know, I'm
Yeah.
the same way I talk is the same way I can write. You know,
Hmm.
I was being lazy. So for me, I wanted to get away from AI completely in that regard, because I just don't like the idea of like, it was literally simple things like he texts me this, how can I reply? Like since I have now I remember how to text a man again. You know, like it really suddenly you know how to, like I used to pride myself in the emails that I would write, even if it was like jobs and stuff. Like, I was that person that friends can also come to me to help with the emails.
Hmm.
Um, so when I then became a person that the same emails I used to pride myself on, I'm asking ChatGPT to write it in 2 seconds. I'm like, what happened to that girl that took pride in her emails? You know, you
Yeah.
forget how to do basic stuff. So
It's
yeah.
even scarier when I see it because my mom is a teacher, so she'll be in school and like teach, and she teaches high school. And the kids now, she'll try to tell them like write everything in one document so I can see the time progression, all that stuff. And you'll see so many of them still, they'll just copy and paste from something else, didn't proofread it, submitted it, and it had nothing to do with what they actually needed to write. And it's like you couldn't write 500 words, you couldn't write a few paragraphs, like you couldn't. It's like we haven't used it the right
They
way because it could have been a good tool. They're high schoolers, so they're like 14
high
to
school
18. Yeah, they're high schoolers.
and they can't write 500 words.
We're in a crisis in America. I don't know how the UK
Is
is
it?
doing, but we are
No.
doing very badly. We are
Whoa.
like reading and writing for us right now has gone so far down. A lot of people cannot read over a sixth grade level.
Oh wow. See, this is
Yeah.
why it's good to speak to people in different countries, because I knew that, let's not get it twisted. I knew that not the, you know, the education system might not be as top tier as it is in the London city, but I'm
Yeah,
joking.
you know, it isn't. It
But
isn't.
I didn't think it was that. I thought you were honestly talking about like 5-year-olds.
No, no. We are like
Genuine.
just
I
genuinely
thought
having
five,
high schoolers that
because I
cannot
think,
read and write.
wow. So, oh my gosh, it's just the thought of everything that needs fixing in America. It's just,
And this is what we're working with. This is
because
why we're where we are right now. This is why.
I
Because they
listen.
don't
I
invest in
understand.
education. They have taken money away from it. And then this administration has done so much more damage to it now that it's just, we're cooked. Like, I
But
hate to say it.
yeah, is it in low economic areas,
It's across the board,
socioeconomic, everywhere?
everywhere. Like, there's
Wow.
not anywhere that, like, there are people going into college that cannot read the proper material they need to read for a class.
So what happened? What
I
happened?
think it's I think it's two things. I think part of it is the way that the government and like states have used the money for school. They've taken it away from teachers, they've taken it away from supplies. We don't invest in it. So over time it's going to just go down, but also a lot of education, especially after COVID, or not even after that. I just think parents and families as a whole, like there's a responsibility on them to also keep educating your kid when they're not in school. And there's not a
Mm,
lot of that, or as much of that, I guess I would say. Like for me and my sister, since we grew up in the house with the teacher, she was always taking us to the library. We were always reading books. We were always doing educational things in the summer. So she was always like, no, you guys are going to be smart, especially because we're black. She's like, you guys are
Yeah.
going to be smart and nobody's going to be able to say anything about my kids. But not all these parents have that mindset. Some of them, they're having a kid and they're just like, school is the time for you to get away for 8 hours. So you go to school. I'm going to go do what I need to do. I'll pick you up later. You can get on your tablet, do what you got to do. So there's not that same emphasis on like educating your kid anymore. And I think it's really
People
just
just need
led
to
to a lot
have
of
it.
kids getting left. Yeah.
It's sad.
And they
People
just
need
get
to stop.
passed along because the government's made it easier for that to happen. Kids here nowadays can't even really fail because they'll tell teachers you have to give them at least 50% if they don't turn something in. You have to give it to them. They could not do any work all year and they still have to give them 50%.
Wow.
That's insane. Now, when I was growing up, that's a zero. You're not getting anything. And I don't know how it changed over into just this new structure of like passing kids along, but they've done that for at least like a decade, I want to say. And it's
They
messed
probably
us up
had
so
to.
bad. Yeah.
They probably had to, because otherwise you're just gonna have all these kids that are just not passing. And then what do they have to repeat years?
Some do. I haven't heard of it as commonly, like since I was a kid. I know when I was a kid, there was a few people that repeated a grade or two before,
I
but
remember I've seen a movie or whatever. You know those American high schoolers. He's like 42.
look, there was somebody there. He was like 16, and we're like 12-year-olds. So it's like,
Oh
oh,
my
you should be in high school. We're in middle school over here. So
God.
there was definitely some of that happened. Some of that is not all false. Never know adults, thankfully, but it was
Yeah.
just it was too much. And now because they've just passed them along, you just don't see kids getting held back anymore. When a lot of them probably need to, and they need to spend a lot more time actually reading because they just don't know how to do it anymore.
It's a whole like this is why I was just like stressed before because I'm like it's a whole thing. So it's like yeah, they need to do more studying at home. A lot of them are in unsafe environments at home.
Hmm.
Parents that don't give a heck about them. So then
Yeah,
the parents them anything and then they suddenly get put in the foster care system or they get taken away and then they're like there's so much that goes on. That's why the best thing is just people do not have children if you're not ready for them. Like do not have
exactly.
children, look after them if you don't want to love them, because it's like as soon as I think the most it's obvious though, but like the most vulnerable children are the ones with parents that don't actually give a fuck, because as soon
Hmm.
as they go into foster care system. I've even heard in America, like I don't even know how much I can say on TikTok, but these big rings and connected to the foster care system, and when parents don't care, it's so easy for the child to end up going down that route. And I
Hmm.
think a lot of parents, I don't even think they care, because if you care, you put more effort into the child. But I don't know what a lot of these parents are out here doing. Honestly, like
They are
when
having kids without really thinking about what it means to have a kid. Because
yeah,
like that's a lifetime commitment that you're making is to when you have a kid with somebody, you're supposed to be there for everything they need. They're going to be their first time for everything when they're born. So just not taking care of them is it's just a sad thing to see. I think anytime I hear about it, and I think especially
it's
for us, we don't do enough. Also, as like to support community with it either. We don't do enough.
mm, like it's just the communities, like what about, do they get benefits, food stamps? Like in the UK we
Yeah,
have
you can.
universal, we have like
Yeah,
a
yeah, you
one.
guys have the universal care, but over here, somebody will call you a socialist for even thinking that we should all just have health care. We should all be able to afford a place to live. Like it's just difficult, I guess, for a lot of people to wrap their mind around that. This capitalism structure that we have really just messed up a lot of people's idea of what life should be. And a lot of people, they just don't want other people to have stuff. So even though we do have like programs like food stamps or SNAP or whatever people enroll in, there's still a lot of people that they want to take it away from certain communities. So like they're like, if you're black, no, you can't. You need to qualify in this way, or you need to have some kind of business or whatever it is. They just try to make you jump through as many loopholes and hoops as they can, and then they hope you kind of just give up. Like the system here is
Yeah,
so
they want
complicated
you,
for no reason.
they literally want you to kill yourself. That's what they want. Like it's like, or they want you to keep working to the point like no energy. As long as you're like a slave that you're still moving and can
Yeah.
still make, they want you to keep going until you can't do it no more. Then you could just die. Like they
Right.
don't even want you to nowadays receive your pension. I don't even know if it was America or in the UK, or I don't even want to get into like too much. I'm trying to come back to America one day. Listen, I heard they do something now since like Trump's administration, whatever, they do something where it's like when you get to the border, they check for your like search history, something like that. If you've ever said anything bad about the American government, you can actually get turned away. They can check your phones.
I did not know they could do that now.
Yeah, fingerprint, all of that.
Where did you go when you were in America?
I went in 2023, and even then it was just a fingerprint. But no, now they've updated it, which is like if you want to go, they can check your history. And listen, I don't care about check the search history, but I know I'm someone who's vocal about. I've tried to not say too much because I know America's scared. I'm not gonna lie, America scares me, and I'm also like I want to be able to. Like my friends are like, let's go to New York and stuff. I'm just like. I would, God forbid, you guys all get in and I don't get in because I'm here talking with Josiah right now about America. It's more, I think it's more serious. I think I don't think it's just a simple like you address the obvious blatant things going on in the world. I think it's more, you know, when people are like going in a little bit on Donald Trump.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
there's definitely a level to it that they're going to start paying more attention to you.
Because I don't think probably everyone has said negative things about America. Like they can't stop everyone, but they are stopping a lot of people. They are even during the World Cup. I heard like
that was insane. It made us look so bad. Like so many of us here right now have so much embarrassment because of how we look just to the rest of the world. It's just
you shouldn't.
So sad.
It's not. This isn't like you might live here. I mean, you might live there, but it's like you're not. It's not your fault. Do you know what I mean? You're not responsible. None of us are. It's fucking. They are like take us out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's like it's not just about take us out of it because there are still people that are hungry and starving, and you know people need to look out for them. It's so sad, honestly. Like I do plan. There's so much I want to do in this world, but like, yeah. I will never be the type of person to forget about the people at the bottom, even if I joke about it sometimes, because sometimes I joke about like once I did a video, like it was last week I did a video. I'm like, people always believe the bubbly black girl from the neurodivergent girl who grew up in low economic areas because she's just so and articulate and they are bullies and they bullied me because they're broke, never getting out the hood. But I'm broke too, so we're all broke. I cosplay as rich, just like
cosplay.
Cosplay as rich. This is escapism. This is how I get through it. But I will never forget about the people. 1 second. The bottom, and everyone needs to help them and support them, you know, in whatever ways that we can. I just still can't get over the fact that in America, people can't read past that level. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just been getting worse. Math and science is also not doing great. So we're not doing great across like in anything, any subject.
Wait, you said science?
Math and science, yeah, we're not doing the best in either of those either. So I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as our reading and writing. You said, what are we good at?
I'm joking.
War at this point? I don't know.
I know probably sports.
War and sports. That's what we're good at.
I heard someone said this, and I agree with. I saw it a long time ago, but it's like they allow Black people to progress in certain fields, sports, entertainment, but like. Actually, Black people, we've invented so many things that were actually invented by Black people, like the light bulb. There's so many more. Isn't the traffic light by a Black woman?
Traffic light, yeah.
There's so many things, but it's like sometimes I feel like the examples that we have in the media of like the young generation to look up to are just people in the entertainment industry, but we should have figures like this scientist, you know, and the kids are like, I would be like him, like a Michael B. Jordan. but a scientist, you know?
Yeah, I think we just need more of that representation as a whole. I'm glad to know, at least for my group of people, I guess, people that I went to college with and everything, we're all doing such different things. Like I know the people that are becoming lawyers, people that are becoming doctors, people that are like just so spread out. Some people are in the business side of things, some people are creative, but we've just spread out into so many different things. And I think that's what's made me feel so good, is just that even though we might not see it so like widely in media and stuff like that, it is something that's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true. It still exists. Even yeah, let's talk. I don't even know what the people I know do for jobs and stuff. I think everyone's just figuring it out, honestly. But everyone went to uni. I was like one of the only ones that didn't go to uni. I just did an apprenticeship in a mortgage company, business administration, and then after that worked in different estate agencies, and then started social media, did a bit of marketing courses, digital marketing, and now
Hmm.
here I am. I like
Self-starter
I
though.
like you said though, like when you were working at the NFL and then you got to the point you're like it's not for you. It's good to be like that, to be able to pivot. Like
Hmm.
some people feel like they have to stay in things, like even if they're not enjoying it anymore. It's called the sunken cost fallacy or something like that, sunk cost fallacy, where it's basically like you've already invested a lot, so some people keep investing
Yeah.
because oh maybe eventually the stock's gonna go back up. Stock's not going
And
up.
it's like it could be right in front of you, and you're like, this is not going up. This is only going
Yeah,
down.
so it's good. And the thing is, some people, especially the older generation, I think they know now things are different. But like 5 years ago, when I was more like wanting to climb up the corporate ladder, the what older people would encourage you to do is kind of stick out stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like stick it out. It would almost like tough it up. This is the real world. Like just find a
Hmm.
job, stick with it, keep like nah.
Like,
Like,
no, I don't want to do that. Right? No.
I after like 3 months, I was like, you want me to do this for another 40 years? I
Like, I see
honestly,
why so many of you lost hair or grayed out
yeah,
early. Like, no.
early the onion here. I'm like, listen, I was like, no, but I got to the point where I was like, honestly, I would rather like not be in this world than work in the same company for 40 years. I wouldn't have made it. I would have ended up taking like I wouldn't have done that. I would have just quit. As soon as it got to the I'm not taking my life over this shit. I just leave. As soon as it got to the point and I was like, because I'm very dramatic. So it's like if a job's suddenly I don't want to live and it's like just leave the
Leave the
job. You do
job.
what
Leave the job.
like I have to leave this world. Like just leave the job. But sometimes you've got all these things going on, and I was living in London by myself, paying rent, and I didn't want to go back to live with my mom because at the time it was like my mom, my stepdad. I hated him. I was like, I refused to go back home. Here I am, but he's not here anymore, so it's good. But I was like, I'm gonna make it work in London. But the thing is, it's like when you are responsible for the bills, the this, the everything. Like I'd come home from work, check the. Sometimes I wouldn't want to check the letterbox because I just know
Yeah.
it's bad. It can ruin my day.
You're like, this is the last thing I need to see.
After a long day of work, where I've
Yeah.
only got about probably 4 hours before I have to have a shower, get into bed to do it all again the next
Right.
day. Like woo! This is what I'm saying. I need to be a bit more grateful because when I tell you, I wake up now, I don't even know what time. I mean, I try not to even show people how good things really are because I'm just like, even with my mom, I'm just like, let me pretend that. Like I don't want it to look like I'm too comfy now because sometimes if I've got the pink fur sheets, I'm like, I mean, I'm like, but listen, I deserve it. I after the listen, having to leave home. I don't like having to leave home for work when it's dark outside.
Hmm.
I know you have to do that for acting and stuff, but it's like if you're on set and stuff, maybe one day there will be a role. But to go to a job I hate and have to make my way out or get in the shower, it's like it's still dark outside. I don't like to be up before the sun is up. I shouldn't have to be up before the sun is up. I want to rise and and fall when the sun rises. I don't want to, and that's how we should actually live. And that's why the people that are still in 9 to 5, they're so burnt out.
Hmm. Yeah, because
People on
we're just
Substack.
taught to just go, go, go all the time now. It's just don't worry about sleep. Don't worry about
But then
rest.
you have to think about where did that advice actually stem from? It's not like that, the doctor's advice that even them sometimes I feel like you can't trust. That is those are messages. That's propaganda to me, because who is that benefiting if I never stop? It's not
Yep, just
benefiting
those
me.
people at the top. That's all they
Yeah, and if
want.
that's what I'm saying. Someone like me, I promise, the powers that be probably won't like someone like me because I'm the type of person. Yeah, okay, if I keep going, going, going and work, it's going to benefit you guys. Again, what's the benefit for me? I always consider in everything I do, what is the benefit for me? Like, people will tell you that's selfish, but I don't care. I don't care. People that have been people pleasers their whole life will tell you that's selfish. Don't care. I look at the people who have gone places I want to go, and you have to, you have to be a bit like, I don't care. I'm operating like I'm $1 million business from now. I don't care. Even the first day on Substack, right? And like I'm on LinkedIn. Like, this is, you have to move like that.
I
You
think
know.
so. I think that's the right way to do things. You don't want to be fake about anything. And also, like, as long as you're just being upfront about it, I don't see the issue. If you're just saying, okay, what is this? What is this going to do for me? You're coming to me with something like, what is this going to get
No, but
out of it for
I
both
do
of
that.
us?
Yeah, I do it in my head. Like, I don't actually say to them, like, what's this? But it's more just like with every action I take in my life, I look at it and I'm like, what is there a benefit for me? Because if it's just the benefit for the other person, for me at this stage, I'm not doing it. Because people also try and trick you into doing favors, like things that they make it out like it's a mutually beneficial, and it's not, it's one-sided. So now you have to consider, like, if you're putting your time into something, is it worth it for me too? And at this
Hmm.
stage in my life, everything I do has to make sense. Every move I make has to be pushing me forward, Otherwise, it's just stagnating me and actually it's pushing me back. Because, say, if there was no benefit to me going live with you, it's like, oh, I could have done something else. Obviously, there's so much benefit. I was nervous about the live. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to be like, I don't know. I felt I had to be professional. I was
I
like,
think. Oh, I do remember you saying that, but no, really, yeah, really, it's just we're just vibing. That's it. So
I
when you just asked me for it, I was like, yeah. I mean, I was nervous because I haven't done a live. This is not like something I usually do. Yeah, I don't usually get on and just talk.
yay. So after the live is over, feel free to, like, I feel like I haven't said anything I'm embarrassed about. So afterwards, like, if you want to post it, you can post it. If not, for people that didn't get to watch it now, I don't mind. Literally
Yeah,
don't mind.
yeah,
I
for
did a
sure.
live before, and like, I didn't say anything I regret. I'm very good at this. I'm ready for this life. Like, I'm a whole PR machine in my
Thank
head.
you, Dharma.
Yeah. Dharma is such a nice name. Karma and Dharma. I keep hearing the word Dharma. It means something. Let's see. Dharma meaning.
Throw the heart back.
It is a core concept in Eastern religions like Hinduism. It comes from a to uphold, to support. Well, thanks for supporting us in this life today. Yeah. So yeah, I was nervous to do this live because I was like, this is how I am with doing anything, even before I meet my fucking friends. I'm like, because when you get so comfortable in the house, everything outside of that, like just going to meet up with people, I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave my bedroom. And then I meet up and I'm like, yay, have the best time of my life. So I'm just that type of person. It's the journey, it's the anticipation. I don't
Yeah.
like change. I'm scared to try new things, but every time most of the time, I say actually every time I do new things, I am happy I did it. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to do more things like that, you know?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm a super like introvert, so I am like closed, not like closed off, but I definitely have my time where I'm like, okay, I'm just to myself. And then when I have plans,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I made these plans when I felt okay with them, and now I wish that they weren't happening. So I'm glad
Yeah.
I did it though. I'm glad that we've done this. Like this has been I can't believe it's already been like 2 hours almost, but it's been like just a really
Oh
good
my
time.
gosh. And it's been 144, which is like my favorite number. Real ones know what that number means. So I think this is good time. Like, this is a good place to end it. Do you know what I mean? I let
Yeah.
my mac and cheese. This is literally my favorite number, 144. Yeah. So I let my mac and cheese get cold. I had
Go
to
warm
heat
that
it up.
up.
But
Yes.
no, this was. Oh wait, actually, I was like, you know what? Let me actually get a question for Josiah. So I actually have only three. So let me ask you before I go.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
And what else was I going to say? Yeah, you should do more lives and stuff. Do more lives with other people. Do stuff like that. Like, okay. So the first question: would you do Netflix? What type of show?
I would love, if it was just my choice, I would love action. That's my favorite genre. That's the thing that got me into really wanting to act, is action.
Okay. Okay, cool. But I was actually thinking reality. You know how they have all the contestant shows and stuff? I was
Oh,
actually
the
thinking of that.
reality shows? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Because
Oh
I know that's
no.
what I'm like. No?
I, I don't
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a reality person. I think I don't have the patience for it. So I think
Okay.
I would get on the set with these people and I'll be like, y'all aren't making rational choices. I'm out. Like I can't be around these people all making
Okay.
self-destructive choices.
I love that. It's like you've got the look, but there's more to you. You're not like that type of guy. I'm just here asking you, like, would you be on Love Island? It's like, you have
Yeah, see, Love
higher.
Island exactly is what I'm thinking of. I couldn't do it. If I was in that villa, I would be pissed off every day. Like it would be my actual nightmare.
Oh my, that was literally the next question, and then that was it. I ended it with, you now have a friend in the UK. So if you're ever in the UK, you said you've already been anyway. I need to
I
try going
have,
up
but
to.
I haven't been to visit a friend. So, I mean, if I am ever in the UK, I will definitely say something.
And if I'm ever in, listen, I've wanted. You don't understand. I've wanted to have or at least one friend in Hollywood. You will be my first. I know you won't. You won't be the last, but it's pretty iconic to say you're the first friend because one
I'll
day
take the
it's me.
honor. And Dharma, I hear
Um,
you. I will do more lives. I will do more.
and I want, like, whenever I one day come to Hollywood, I would just love to have a friend
For sure.
because I'm
Anytime that you were
like,
here.
I want to have a friend. That sounds so pathetic, but it's just like, you know, in those environments, it's like, I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about LA, you know, so
I
I'm
mean,
just
I
like,
personally love it. I think a lot of people give it a bad rep because they're expecting to just get something from it without giving anything to it. Like you have to get involved in the community here. Like I think it took me a while just to find my people, but other than that, I mean, I've loved everything about living out here. I felt like it's been the best experience. Everybody out here, even if I'm not their friend or something like that now, they're working on something, they're passionate about something, and it's just a bunch of people that are creative about stuff. So I think for me, it's the perfect place. I don't really have any complaints about it. Traffic sucks, but that's any big city.
I feel like if you're saying that, because it's like, it's also like different types of people have had different types of opinions. Do you see what I mean? So it depends what you
Yeah,
go there for. I feel like if you say that you love it, I have a feeling that I'm gonna love it too. Because
I hope so. I'm gonna take you to all the good spots. You're gonna see the right parts of LA.
I'm like, what is there anything Rodeo Drive? I
There
don't
is
even care.
that.
I don't.
Yeah,
Do you know?
that's
I
like the
don't.
Beverly Hills area.
There's nothing that I'm necessarily. I just want to be in the. I want to be in the presence of greatness. I want to be where the stars are.
Honestly, a lot of the
You mean
stars aren't over there a lot.
really?
You you won't see them there. I've seen more celebrities just in the most random like coffee shop than
Yeah.
actually in like the glitz and glam like a Rodeo Drive or something like that. Like I saw Viola Davis at a cafe with her family, and it took everything in me to not run over to her and be like, Viola Davis, oh my god, I love you. But I stopped myself, and I just like had to walk away. But I've seen her. I saw Justin Bieber and Lupita Nyong'o on a hike, not together, but like I just saw them both on a hike one day. But like they're always in random places. They're never in like the super high end area. At least not when I've seen them.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
stars
like
being
they're in the middle of Burbank, like Dharma just like they're just in the middle of the most random place in LA. And you're like, what are you doing here?
I'm not even that person because remember I think they used to do like celebrity tours, house tours,
They
and we
still do
went
it,
like,
yeah. They still
do
do it.
they?
They got the buses running around.
Do they? So do those people still live there though? It was just like they used to live here.
Some of them do. I think a lot of them is just they have a house out here, so they're like, "Oh, hey, this is so and so's house. He's not here, but
They
that's where he
make
lives
a
when he
lot
does
of
stay here."
money. They make
Yeah,
a lot of money like that. Just like, yeah, this person used to he probably visits this house every once a year. But
every
yeah,
month, yeah, once a year. But this is his house. He'll just
and
come
then the tour is like
sometimes.
40, the tour is probably like $50 or something for the tour.
Yeah, probably for those
And
buses.
I would love to go. I would love to go to the. I'm saying it like I'm coming. Like this would be fine. I have a feeling it's going to be in under 3 years. I'll be there, but I'd love to. Yeah, the beach. Just to
Oh, of
whenever
course. You know, we've got tons for you to choose from.
and take me to a party.
Okay, you
Not a
ot a
crazy,
party.
not a crazy one.
I don't even do crazy parties, so you'll get a good party, but not a crazy party.
Yeah. No, I'm excited now. I want to be in LA, but
Come on
all is
through.
all in due timing. Like
Yeah.
all in due timing. And there's actually one girl she's like an artist. She's called Serene on the Way, and she lives in LA. There's probably loads of artists, but anytime I find these artists, that are independent, I start listening, rinsing out their music, and then she just followed me back. So she also lives there. I just want to like, I've met a few people through social media, but it's not really friendship like that. But one of my goals, because like even when my mom grew up in her 20s, she'd be like traveling around Europe. She'd have friends that live everywhere. So that when I was growing up, we'd just be like, we have a friend that lives here. All you pay for is flight. I'm not saying that, by the way. I'm not like, yeah, I'm coming to your house. Just like we did one life together. I'm going to stay in your spare bedroom and move in. But I just mean like in the future, like I'd love the idea of having friends that live all over the world,
Yeah,
or people here. And it makes it safer when you go to
it
places
does.
people.
Yeah, for sure.
Haven't been to the beach in forever.
I mean, you definitely got to go with the weather. We've also been in a little bit of a heat wave, but it looks like it's moving off of us a little bit now. But definitely go. It's been super nice out for the last few weeks.
Are you talking to me?
I'm telling
Oh,
Dharma to go. Yeah, I'm telling her to go.
I go back and forth between Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to Vegas one time when I was 21. That
How
was
was
my 21st birthday.
How was it? Because I don't know if I could go to Vegas. I've
I think
just
it is really hot, like she just said. I think for me, I don't think you need more than like 3 or 4 days to go if you do go, because I feel like you're gonna end up just kind of doing the same thing. Like when we went, we stayed a little bit off the strip. We got an Airbnb, and then we drove in, walked around the whole thing. Like you can walk up and down it in a couple days, and then I mean, you're going to gamble, I guess, if you want to gamble. You can go to restaurants, you can go to parties, you can do all that stuff if you want to. But that's really like what's there. It's not going to be anything else. And then outside of that, it's just going to be people just living their life. So I don't think you need that much time.
yeah, you shouldn't before you blow all the money. Like, listen, but
Yeah, some people lose everything in there.
I've never been big on. I mean, it's easy to say when you're broke. Never been big on gambling, but a lot of broke people do gamble. But I just
They
have a
do.
feeling when I'm rich, I want to be a stingy person. Because even when I come into like little bits of money here and there, and I don't go out and buy myself the things I thought I was going to buy, I don't want to like gambling.
Mhm.
There's just opportunities to throw money down the drain.
It is. I went there. I gambled for the first time in my life, and that was like the only time I have. But I won. I got $300. I turned $20 into 300, and I was like, okay, I'm out. I did not gamble the rest of
You're
the
so
time.
sensible. You're so sensible. Because not everyone that's the beginning of the end for some people. They're
It
like,
is. If you put that money back in, you're gonna lose it. And I was like, no. I just made so much off of just that 20. I'm not spending anything else.
yeah,
And for a college student, 300, I was like, I'm good for a while
give that
now.
to me
Like,
right. Give
yeah.
it to me now. For me now. Like I'll be good with that. But I just stayed at the Rio, she said.
Oh, okay. One of the hotels over there. I haven't stayed on one in any of the casinos, but they have a lot of just different themes in there. It's nice to go through, I think, just once for anybody if they haven't been.
I would love, no, I do, you know what? One night in Vegas, why not? Come on. But like, yeah, but I've just heard stories. I'm quite a spiritual person, so like the way people talk about Vegas, that the way they talk about it like it's Zombieland or something. I don't know.
No, I didn't. Well, I guess if you stay out late enough, you'll see that. But you can say the same thing about going to Hollywood late at night here. You see some crazy things when you go out in Hollywood.
Is there anything you can tell me? I love scary stories.
I don't know if they were
The
scary,
bedtime
but
story.
yeah, they weren't scary. But I mean, there was literally one night that I got harassed on three separate occasions by three different women. Like there was one, it was just a night out with my boys. We went out to this one bar, and this woman, she comes up to me. She's just like standing like this close to my face, and I'm like, "Are you good? Like, what's going on?" She just kisses me out of nowhere, and I was like, "Whoa! Like, what are you doing?" And then she tried to do it again, and her boyfriend came over, and her boyfriend but like instead of the boyfriend being mad, the boyfriend looked at her. He was drunk, but he looked at her, and he was like, "What are you doing? Are you over here?" And he was just like a joke, and I was like, "Dude, get your girl! Like, this is what you're doing right now." So that was the first one. Then there was another like incident where it was like we were walking to the next place, and there was just, I don't know what this person specifically did. I don't know if they were a sex worker or not, but like they were walking up and down the strip the whole night,
Mm.
and they looked at me and they were like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Away, like I'm going this way." And then when I was going home, I saw them again, and they were like, "Oh, you thought you could get away?" And they started to like run a little bit after me, and I was like, um.
You thought
But
you could get away? That is hilarious. I'm sorry. I would have loved to see that. That was hilarious.
it was a very fast walk to the car after that. I did not stick around.
And another thing is as well, like, do you plan to? I guess so. You would live in America. You've grown up. You've known this place, isn't it? It's like for you guys that are here, it's probably like you. I assume you'd want to stay here, right? Because there's so many different states and things like that.
Well, for me, I lived in Ohio. That's where I grew up. That's where I spent the first 18 years of my life. So coming to here to California, like this is my 10th year living out here now, and I don't see myself moving anywhere else yet.
Mm.
I think if I did move somewhere, it would have to be somewhere that just made more sense. Like I don't think that it would have to be a move where I feel either the same way that I feel here or even better. Like it would have to do something like that for me because I found a lot of peace here. I feel like I'm at my most creative here, and I just feel like I've really found my place now. So to give that up would be kind of hard. And also just like the difference between here and Ohio is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, in America, that's the place to be, isn't it? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
a lot of people come out here, but they don't stay. A lot of people are only here for a few years at most, and then they move out to go somewhere else. But I mean, at least for us, like us being here 10 years, that's already way past the odds for a lot of people. A lot of people move out after their first year.
For what is it? Because they came with almost like the Hollywood dream or something.
I think so. I think a lot of people do get disappointed with like you come out here, there's that Hollywood dream, and you think that you should just come in and kind of make it. But the real work is just it's doing the stage plays in a random Hollywood theater, or it's just doing a short film with your friends, or modeling in a random thing for somebody. Like there's so many people out here that I've met that are so talented, and they wouldn't be here still if they were just giving up because they weren't getting some big notoriety to their name. We don't do it for that reason. If you come out here for that reason, then that's going to be kind of tough. You can be famous from anywhere nowadays. So if you want fame, you don't have to come to LA. But if you want to work in a creative space, I think this is still probably the best place in the country to do it.
Yeah. Where else? What?
There's Atlanta, that's in the South. New York is another great place. Like if you're not in LA, I feel like New York would be the other place that a lot of people go. That's just a lot more of, I would say, the theater scene because you have Broadway and stuff over there.
There's so many options, and it's like everyone does want to be an actor, and sometimes it's I just let go. It's I think you said it as well. It's like to just not, you're not doing it for the fame, and these things is like I don't know how to say it, but it's like long term. You have to be in this whatever it is. Even Substack, it's like nothing good is gonna come quick to you.
Hmm.
So even building a community, but I have a feeling that you'll find people or people will find you through Substack. So keep posting your modeling and everything. You're literally in the place where it happens. Like if Tyler, I don't know if you do Tyler Perry films, but if you're not getting contacted, it's like honestly, like
I've auditioned for him a couple times.
you've done what?
I've auditioned for him a couple
Yeah, that's
times.
what I'm saying. Like the look, I'm like Josiah's gonna make it, but it's like, yeah, Substack. I think people have to also get creative now about the way you can probably get a role through being on Substack. You never know.
Yeah,
People,
you never know what's going to happen or where it's going to come from. I think for me, the most important thing has just been as long as I'm able to create, I'm happy. Like as long as I'm
yeah,
able to do something, then that's really all I need to do at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be something that is like some big budget thing. I just want to do the stuff that makes me happy because at the end of the
yeah.
day, life is short, and I don't want to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have done stuff that I really cared about the whole time, and instead of working for some job.
And also sometimes when people are waiting for, like, say, the big role to come, they think they're waiting so much for those opportunities that, say, for example, I remember you said once that like you and your dad have done films together and stuff like that. Like those are things like that's still acting. Do you see what I mean? Like
Hmm.
all of those things are still, instead of waiting for someone else to come and save you, it's like, oh, I'm doing these things because I actually believe in it. Yeah.
Thank you, Dharma.
Dharma, where are you based?
I think she said she goes back and forth from Vegas and LA.
Okay, nice. Oh, and you're a
Vegas is
comedy
114 right now. Oh my gosh.
114.
Yeah,
Oh,
sheesh.
oh, oh.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
have the Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius
Yeah,
for
so when you were
you.
1:15 AM, I was like, well, it's 10 here, so how does Okay, yeah, you have to make your own opportunity 100%. And even with me, like I did my own docu. We should all go. Literally, we can do this. I don't mind. I'm like I don't
Creator
care.
House.
What are your interests? What are you interested in, Dharma? It doesn't even really matter, but I think it makes when you're trying to build something, say if someone has like random interest, then
Hmm.
but I think everyone is overall pretty like the people I connect with, everyone's just creative in some way. And I love that. My
Yeah.
whole thing is having no niche and just
Hmm.
doing because then you can never be placed into a box. Yeah, I want to try
Right.
this, do this. Yeah, I want to do that. Why not? And I also don't care about like you said, you're just doing things for the fun. When you do things for the fun, it's like even when people like can judge things you've done. Like say for example, I did my own documentary last year. I went and interviewed this fake. I don't want to call them fake, but like this African kingdom in the Scottish jungle, and people were like, "Oh, this documentary was so bad." Blah blah. Blah. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was
Hmm.
just like, because so many things went wrong on the day. Like the cameraman's microphone broke. Like so many things went wrong. And this is the first documentary I'd ever done, and I was just like, some people don't have the confidence to still put it out, and I was like, this is the beginning for me. So I actually like to not appear so prim and proper in the
Hmm.
beginning, so that you can see the growth. I mean, there's going to be growth regardless. Even if you appear prim and proper, you'll probably look back in 10 years and be like, oh, look at me. Like, I was trying to act prim and proper. Do you know what I mean? It reminds me of
Yeah.
when those guys go to a job interview with like an oversized shirt, like, or
Hmm.
oversized suit. Like, that's how it is. Maybe even I probably think I'm coming across a certain way, and it's like, no. I'm probably gonna look back and be like, "Oh, she was a baby face talking about global icon and $1 million impact," So it's just like I put out the documentary and people were shaming me, saying it was like really bad, but I didn't care. I was already on to the next project I was working on, and I was just like, "This, I want to be able to show people the leveling up." And
Yeah.
also,
And while they're hating on you, you're moving on to your next thing. Like that's the exact point.
yeah, but it was also like because it was a documentary, it was like I actually really just wanted to go and meet them because they were saying that they were like they owned this land in Scotland. 3 people. The guy saying he's the king. And I was just like, they live 3 hours away. They're in the jungle. I keep saying jungle. They're in the forest 3 hours away from me. Like, do you know when you have an opportunity to do something and you're like, this is my moment?
Mm-hmm.
They're not even in the forest anymore. So I went and I interviewed them, and I know no one was expecting that, because I also asked so many people, can you come with me? I need a cameraman. And do you know when people start letting you down? Found a random guy. He even has, I didn't even know this at the time, but I think he's got special education needs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came all the way from London to Liverpool, then from Liverpool, my mum drove us to Scotland. My mum was also the second camera person, because she's also like a photographer and videographer. So like, even this is like budget projects, making it happen.
Yeah.
It felt so good. And even that guy, like his name is Chanel King. Shout out to you, Chanel, because like you helping me during that is like something I'll never forget. When everyone else let me down and I needed a cameraman, and he got on a train from London to Liverpool, and he has special needs, you know, and he did all of those things by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we were coming back from Scotland, it was so late that no trains were running. I just let him stay at my house, because even I don't know you, but we have spare bedrooms, so you know. And like, even his mum was calling just to check, is he taking his medication today? And I was just like, I felt responsible for
You got a
making.
question about the documentary?
Yeah,
They asked, is
Nathaniel.
it on YouTube or anywhere,
Yeah,
Nathaniel?
if you go to my page, Nathaniel, and check out the link in my bio, it's a link tree, and it's on my YouTube. You can just click the YouTube. It's called Meet in the Kubala Kingdom. So like the next day and I just thought, do you know, and I'm not gonna lie, even he knows. At the time I was a bit pissed off, because like his camera stopped, no, his microphone stopped working. There were times he's at key moments he's recording like this. I'm like,
Oh.
but I had to. It teaches you a lot. When you're the person who's in power. Like, I was the director, I was the producer, when you do that, you realize you're also responsible for all these people. You're also responsible for how you treat them. Do you see what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know he was doing that. I was getting so frustrated, but he also had special needs, so I had to make
Mm-hmm.
sure speak to him in a certain way. You know. Thank you. I had to make sure speak to him in a certain way, right? And not everyone would. Some people would probably, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I still have his number. He messages me all the time and stuff like that. I reply sometimes, because sometimes he's just texting too much, you
Yeah.
know?
Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, it's just like, at the end of the day, I don't know what type of special needs he has, but like, I feel protective of him because he wants to be in this industry, and I've seen how he works, and I think he has a lot of potential. But I'm scared for how people will treat him, so I kind of keeping him close. Not like keeping him close; he stays close to me because he's seen how much I've achieved in the last year. He's like, yeah, this is what I want to stay close to. But it's also like, when I get to a certain point, I actually want to like fully invest in that man. He doesn't even know it. It's like, he is the type of, like, it even makes me want to cry. Like, someone with, like, I don't know what special needs he has, but for his mom to keep calling, like, make sure he take medication, and he was there, and I could tell something was off, but the fact that he came through, I know the camera was like that sometimes, but sometimes that's the only person who showed up for me. Do you know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
had to work with what I had. I paid
Yeah.
for his travel, and food and everything like that, but I couldn't give any money outside of that. This is just my first project, so
Right.
I appreciate the help that he did so much, even though the camera job was terrible. He knows that, but that was also a biggest thing he's ever been a part of, and I plan to, the more I grow, I will help him and work with him, because it even makes me want to cry. Like, I don't want someone like that to be abused or taken advantage of in the industry. I'd rather you
Mm-hmm.
stay close. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm the type of, I get myself into, now I've got a person that I already am planning of supporting when I make it. Fucking hell, I'm gonna have a basketball team of people. Like, can I have some for myself first? People, like, let me take myself to Thailand before I start thinking about everyone and how I'm gonna support them. But we need more people that are actually leaders that think like that. That's how I feel, you know. Oh, thank you, Dharma. We do. We need more leaders that think like that, because people can see someone like that and be like, oh, yeah, I can pay him barely anything. Nah, how about, yeah, you have special needs. Yeah, you still decided to put yourself first, achieve your dreams. And yeah, I'm going to show you that good people still exist and nothing's going to happen to you when you're next to me. Because what I did to them 5 girls at that concert.
Look, fierce protector over here. We don't need a repeat.
Listen, you have to be like that, you know? But it's also like, I be like that for the people who won't be like that for themselves. Yeah, they see special needs and not around
They
me.
do.
And
They
I'm not
do.
gonna lie, it wasn't easy dealing with him. Like, imagine you're on set. I didn't even. They classified themselves as a African tribe in the. You know, one of the girls has come from America. She eventually got deported back. She was the second wife. Like, it was a global story, and they were like, I have to jump on this. Like, I didn't even consider before that I was going to be doing these things. But yes, the stories, I felt called to document that story. That's the thing. Some people are like, after, what story are you going to do next? I only do talk about the things I feel called to document. Do you know what I mean? But I've always been that person growing up. I will watch Louis Theroux, Ross Kemp on gangs. I love the people that talk to people who are considered outsiders and weird. I want to hang with them. I'm the person on a night out, I'm sat talking to the homeless man, crying next to him, speaking life into him. Like, I love outsiders because I feel that I've also been an outsider. So that is actually a dream. Definitely post this, Josiah, so that, listen, the cast of
We're gonna
people
get
that
as many eyes on it as we can.
always balancing. Come on, let's get to the bag together. Let's go up in this life. So, if anyone's watching, that is one of my dreams. I want to do my own documentaries. I want to get flown all over the world to talk to weird ass gangs that people say are weird, and people who are in the middle of this jungle and this place here, and top of this tree house or whatever, and I'll be talk to them, yeah? Because I'm the type of person that I go into any hood and I don't have fear. And people will say you have to be careful, but someone like me, I've been in so many situations that people said was dangerous, and it's like, oh, this is danger. This is dangerous. People love me.
They didn't know who they were dealing with. It was dangerous for them, not for you.
Stop. No, it's just, I honestly, I think when you're a pretty girl, you get away with yeah. I honestly think when you're pretty girl, that's not the only reason, but I'm talking about in some areas where it's like seeing these gang members. Sometimes I feel like they're too busy, like looking at me like, huh, they're not trying to rob me. Like, when people say, oh, you need to be careful, is it just me, or okay, let me not speak. I know America is different, and even the UK.
America is different, yeah.
But all I know is my experiences. I've had many experiences, but in those situations, those guys that people say that actually you should fear, I'm usually all right. It's the weird motherfuckers that look normal that you need to worry about sometimes.
A wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah. So I don't mind. And that's, I think, is a good reason why I'd be good at doing the documentaries, because I can be like, I flew to Ghana by myself in 2024. I've been to Portugal by myself many times, but Ghana was the big one for me flying there by myself. So it's like, even when I've been in Portugal by myself and we're in the hood, I'm like, this is the hood. And because to me, I'm like, oh, look at these old architecture buildings. And people are like, yeah, this is.
They're like, yeah, that's not exactly.
No, but to me, I honestly love like architecture and everything related to property. I really love it. So I do look at those old buildings. I'm like, oh, look how aesthetic is. They're not looking at it like that. But I don't know. I firstly think I carry an energy that's like, certain dangerous people, they don't try it. They actually, if anything, they'll be like, hi. They'll try and talk to me. They'll be nice. But then it's two types of people. Then there's the type that see you. It's like a light, everyone's going to be attracted to light. And then the other type are the ones that are like, they want to target you. They want to do something, but I think, yeah, it depends what hood you go to, really. But I'm also not someone that's just out here in hoods. I was in those, I didn't realize it was the hood till I was there. And then, it was getting a bit late and people were like, we need to move quickly. Like me, I was just there taking selfies, and it's like, okay, yeah, so I want to do documentary filmmaking. I will do more of it. Anything else you want to say? Sorry, I've been rambling.
No, you're good. Look, we gotta let you. We gotta let you. Yeah, get us everything. You see, it was already helping people in here already. So the more you talk, the more it helps.
Yeah, because
uh,
you never know who's watching, and that's why everything I do has an intention. But even
mhm,
what else? What else? What else? What else? Documentary, like I feel like sometimes just let life flow. You don't have to speak too much. Everything you want is already making its way to you. How about that? Right? You don't have to do
mhm.
much. You don't have to sorry, I'm like this and I'm like it looks like I'm not wearing anything. Cut the cameras. This is when we say go to the fucking break right now because cut the cameras. Get the camera off me, yeah? Um live TV, oh my gosh, and teleprompters and all of that stuff. Listen, I could talk to you forever, Josiah, but it's just all over the
Well,
place.
that means we could just do this again sometime too.
Literally, do you see how it's like to like we were meant to do it last week? I'm like, can we reschedule and do it? I think it was also the feeling I told you, like how I am to do anything with new. I'm always like and like oh
Yeah.
no, no, and then I'm here. It's like try getting rid of me, and that's just, but it's good because some people try new things and then they're like, see, this is why I should have stayed
Yeah.
home. And
Exactly.
you're just dramatic. Look how much fun you're having. What
Yeah.
you,
Like this has been great. So
yeah,
we can definitely bring it back again.
yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it now. And thank you, Christian Sismon, DMAC84, Dharma page. Let me follow you now. Let me follow you now.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching.
Yes, Nathaniel, thank you. Feel free to check out my thingy. Again, I told you it's the documentary wasn't. Don't expect miracles. Don't expect like please. Don't expect don't expect Netflix quality. Yeah, it was me. It was the guy I told you about and my mum, and he's like broke. Okay,
The three of y'all in a dream.
but it was just like I'll never forget, and that's why I say like even when I I'm like oh me and my mum our relationship overall it's like stuff like that she came through for me. Do you know what I mean? Driving 3.5 hours, she had work the next day, 3 hours to Scotland, 3 hours back, like so many things. And that's why
Mhm.
it's a bit like when I tell you I relate so much to Michael Jackson, the character, which is like not that bad, but it's just like when a parent has done so much for you, right? They've done so much, but then there's also things you're like, oh, I wish this would have been different. Da-da. So sometimes it's those conflicting feelings, but I always have to go back to love because I'm like, I'm like, listen, I would not be as far as I am if it wasn't for my mom. Like my
Yeah.
mom is superwoman. She sails boats. She rides motorbikes. Like what 60-year-old woman do you know that can ride a motorbike? Like she's an artist. She speaks 5 languages. Like these are just these things, but like these things have helped me become the woman I am today. So sometimes it's the conflicting, So ignore my notes.
Look, sometimes you just got to get it out. Like I told you, it's okay. We understand. We're gonna let you
And
vent, and then you
my
come
mom,
back.
even one of my mom's closest friends is subscribed to me, so she thought they
She's seen
listen. I
it.
don't care. I actually don't because one thing you have no, I do. I actually sometimes try and scroll back and delete something. When I see people like, I'm like, oh, you forget I'm calm now. I'm like, whoa,
You're like, oh wait, I said
let me take
that.
that quick. No, but like honestly, I'm trying to learn that a child speaking up about things that have hurt them does not mean you're a bad person. Like, let's listen to how the child felt before we immediately try and protect the parent's image. Let's start
Hmm.
focusing on how children feel, right? And things that have affected them. Let's stop worrying about our image before we worry about the child's safety. And I need to stop calling myself a child. I'm almost 30. You always say, bitch, like the child
We're
safety.
always their kids though, no matter what. Like my mom tells me all the time, I'm always her baby because I'm the second born, so I'm always the baby of the family, no matter what. No matter
Yeah,
how old I get.
I will use that. I will use that forever. Even with me complaining about moving out and stuff, that's why I had to be on it. I'm like, I say I want to move out. I have it good. I have it so good. Like, low-key, I never want to leave. But I just think I'd like to... Sometimes but it's like, no, I'm just dramatic. That's what it is. More than anything, I'm dramatic. I have it really good. And such a conflicting feelings I have. It really is. Yes, Dharma, thank you. Mums do so much. But yeah, I wouldn't be the lady I am if it wasn't for my mum and my dad. So I'm very grateful because they were both... my mum's still here, my dad's not, but both very creative people. So those things do shape you into... And that's why it's conflicting, because it's like, even through everything I've been through in my life, I still would not choose to have any other parents. Even if I knew, oh, you're going to lose your dad 3 days after 14, but still choose my dad, because my dad was... He was the type, like, showing me the globe when I was like 5, and like, okay, Amy, and this capital is this, and at 5. That's why when you said they're not reading that, like, I'm like, right, at 5, I was like knowing all the countries and the continent. I know some people in America don't even know continent. They think Africa's a country. I'm like, I was learning things at 5. So, yeah, I wouldn't change anything, but sometimes it's such a conflicting... Because you could have just like a normal upbringing and nothing crazy happen, and then you just live a normal life. Or you could have had a real life movie life shit, and your life keeps being real life movie life shit. So I guess my life is movie life shit, and I just have to accept it.
You know, for the icon, sometimes it comes at a cost.
Listen,
sometimes, hopefully not all the time.
I think it always does. I think anyone who is anything has had to endure something in life. It makes you stronger, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I think I even said it on an episode once or something, like, I needed to go through so many betrayals. I needed, like, even in school, getting bullied. Like, when I tell you, it took till 27 to be someone who puts my foot down my whole life. You know, even to the point I knew people were disrespecting me, I still didn't want to go and do bad to them. I think also because I know that I go 0 to 100, I'm not all the way there. So if we now get me to that level, it's not fun for any of you guys, and suddenly no one's laughing. Just don't try me in the first place. And that's
so you're just sparing a bunch of people.
Constantly, but also myself. I don't want to get arrested.
Yeah.
And at this stage in my life, I'm like,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Please. So, but yeah, I will do enough rambling. Life is great. We're gonna do... This is the first live Josiah's done. You've lost your Substack virginity now.
You're right. I have.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I bring it back. But yeah, we'll definitely do another thing too together, because why not have another great time like this?
Literally, oh my, 2 hours and 20. We have to end it on 2:22. You see
2:22? No, where's it at? Where do you see the time at?
You don't see it where it says there's been like 18, where it says live at the top?
I just see the live and then 18. That's it.
Oh, for me, it says exactly how long we've been here, and it's 2 hours, 22 minutes and 10 seconds. Hello.
Okay, so we got to get to the last 22.
Okay, I might just leave. Just FYI.
Just go ahead. Hit the button when it happens, y'all. Everybody hit the button that too. Bye.
No, it went past. Okay, bye, Josiah.
Bye.